Actually, first time in a while that this opening is accurate.
Aha!
We got an accurate opening here, but don't talk at this point. Try not to no chit chat right now. Okay, that'll ruin it.
Let's have a good start. It's been a while since I've been here.
Jake, just tamp it down.
Well, I'm telling him not to ruin it.
Oh, okay. The PSA to not talk out loud right now.
Just stay quiet for this whole thing, and we'll be
okay. Perfect. No, that's okay. Approved. By all means, continue.
No. Oh, yeah, we're just making sure everybody knows. I think they do. I think people are going to be good.
Yeah, LT9K will yell at us for. Oh, there it is. Shut up, no talking. Okay.
No, keep us in line. There you go.
Thanks, LT9K. Jesus.
All right, noted. So quiet for the remainder of the song. Got it.
Boom.
All right. All right.
Four up.
It's a foursome.
It's the original.
Here.
I really like the borders. Look at this. It's classy.
What
nice
do you mean?
Between us.
Yeah, we got a
look like the Brady Bunch.
We got a thick black what do you call it?
Gutter
border. Yeah.
We look like the Brady Bunch.
This is great. I love that it's the four of us.
Yeah, man.
I think I noticed something just now. Does Pinkerbell have a new profile pic? Or am I just
I
don't. Is this what qualifies for breaking news? Is this like like in The Office? You mentioned someone's new haircut. Oh, is that a new profile picture? Oh, looking great.
I think
wonderful.
I think it's glasses, maybe.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, look at that. Hi, Pinkerbell.
Am I wrong? Did she get back to us yet?
Hello, everybody that's out there in Chatland.
Yeah, what's going on,
you guys? It's good to see all of you. It's good to be here. It's good to be seen, John says. Hello, John.
Good to see you, my
Hello,
friend.
all of you. Hello, Jean. Hello.
Look at this.
Hello. So, I
burned myself 4 times curling my hair, so thank you for noticing. Well, you're welcome.
Good job getting it done, nonetheless, my friend.
Number one reply every time, because I worked in office for a while, and I'd say your hair looks nice today. Number one reply. Do you know what it is? It's happened on this show.
What's that?
Oh, I just washed it.
Oh.
That I can't tell you how many times and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop complimenting people because that's the only reply I'm getting.
That's nice.
Well, I only wash my hair twice a month. I'm one of those people. I don't use shampoo. I'm anti-shampoo. I use a special soap blend on my hair.
Is it a bar? Because I use
it's a bar. It's a big bar.
Yeah, I use a shampoo.
It's kind of oval shaped. It's not. I don't know is that a bar? It's more of like
that's what they're called, bars.
What's the bar's name?
A prism of some.
How'd you train it not to, ferocious?
I'm not going to get into that. I'm not. This is not a sponsorship or anything. I haven't verified.
By the way, there is a really good question in the chat that could give us some food for thought from Tommy.
Oh, we're already eating food for thought.
Yeah. How do we effectively counteract the most sophisticated brainwashing apparatus in human history, also known as right-wing media? So,
well, first of all, what you do is you share the show. Tell your uncle about this show. In fact, get your uncle on the show.
We'll bring your uncle on the show.
We'll bring your uncle on the fucking show. And that's step one.
And we will fix him.
Well, yeah. No, for real. Like if he needs nutrition coaching, or like, building healthy sleep habits, anything like that, we can bring him on. And that's going to really help things out, I think, in the grand scheme.
Yeah,
if they're allowed to stay on, if they don't make the word climate change illegal to use.
If it might seem that your dear uncle, is on the show and we didn't make any progress, but he'll be thinking we will plant seeds, and later down the road, after the show, the next day, whatever, weeks later, he'll be like, those fuckers were right. So it will be worth it.
Well, Tommy, that's a big topic. How do we effectively, you know how you do it? With also, oh my God, I'll get it. It'll come to my brain.
I bought a barbell.
The theory.
Mm.
Did I tell you this?
What's this? What? Go on. What's the
Like
reasoning?
for exercise. So
Well, I
I've
mean,
been-
what's the reasoning? Like, are you not getting enough exercise with tennis? You decided to
This.
tennis rackets aren't really.
yeah, you
doing it
know,
anymore?
I live in a mild climate for the winter, but it was particularly cold and wet here, so not a lot of tennis going on in recent
Mm.
months. But you have to diversify your workout, if only so you don't get bored.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so when I
can
scoop
get
the litter,
get a
I
lot
can
done.
go. I can use the left and the right hand.
Yes, sure. But
Whatever works.
I like barbell because you can do different workouts with it, not just curls. You know what I mean? Not
What
just
size?
bench
What
press.
weight do you have?
Well, the bar is 15 pounds, and then I have just enough for like
How many
4
bells do you have?
side. It's one
Do you have
word.
any
barbell.
whistles?
Sandy, you're
I
thinking of
actually-
dumbbells.
Well, I have
Right.
those, but I used
That's
to have-
not. We
No,
shouldn't
you
be
put
using that
on
type
the
of language.
barbells. You put the different weights at the end, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I
Never mind.
used to use those at the gym. I was a workout person at one time, and I used to put lighter weights. Obviously, no, I have 5 pounds, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, and 10 pounds.
A workout person.
Yeah,
An
they used
enthusiast.
to call us gym bunnies.
Nice.
That's an adorable name, and I really like that. If
I don't
I
know.
ever drag my fat behind back into a gymnasium, I will absolutely start calling myself a gym bunny.
You better fucking get a tank top. This is Jim Bunny on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
I
really
want
need
to.
to
Oh
do
my
that.
god. And just be like, hello, and just act totally normal, and people will be like, "This guy fancy himself a gym bunny?"
And I'm gonna
That's
get
awesome.
silk short shorts.
Yes.
Wear those two, and I have
And,
my looming gut hanging over them.
Pump action
little headband.
sneakers, and just constantly be like, "Psst, psst, psst, psst."
Yes.
Remember those old school ones? Oh man.
Oh
that's so
yeah.
good.
And I'm gonna spend 15 minutes stretching with my hand on a treadmill so nobody else can use it, and then 3 minutes running, and then that's it.
Oh man. I used to go to the gym with my wife. The job I
nice.
had gave me a discount. And it was like, you know, we were carpooling at the time. They gave everyone a discount at work. And we were carpooling to our house, which was, you know, half-hour commute. And I was like, look, let's just go to the gym, and then the commute will be easier because the after-work traffic will die down. It won't be peak traffic. And I cannot tell you how many times, not like guys were like, being a woman in the gym, at least at this time, was completely fucking unreasonable. Guys were dickheads. They were outright rude, or they would just hit on her randomly. I cannot tell you how many times I wanted to kill somebody. There was a guy who was popular for like going from like equipment to equipment, just machine to machine. And he would always find somebody like at the station he wanted to be at, and he'd just stand there and go,
Oh,
and then people would be like, how's it going? He was like, pretty good till right now.
what an
And so-
asshole!
Yeah. And so one time, and you know me, I'm just sitting there like writing stories in my head about literally everyone in the gym, right? Like that's pretty much what I do at the gym, is make up little character arcs about everyone and backstories. And I had my eye on this guy because I was fantasizing about the day he was going to do that where my wife was, and I was going to be like, fucking your problem. And it happened. And I walked over to him, and he was like, how's it going? And I was like, what's your fucking problem? He was like, I'm good. And he like walked away. And I was like, wow, I did not, in all the fantasizing, it never went that smoothly.
Yeah.
It was always going to be a little.
He's probably had that reaction many times when you're not there, you know, of someone
Maybe.
just around, like going like, what the fuck, dude?
Interesting.
I used to
yeah,
do
good
more-
point.
I
Train.
took more classes than I did the machines. I really love the
I love
the
the classes
mixed
too,
martial
like
arts
spin
dance-
class.
Oh,
mixed
yeah,
martial
yeah.
arts dancing at Gold's Gym. It's Les Mills. It was called Body Combat. Oh, I loved it, loved it, loved it.
That's
I was
why I
a
like yoga. Just
body combat
I
addict.
want to be in a room where they're telling everyone what to do, and I'm not
I can't do
figuring it out.
I don't want. I'm
It
the
is
opposite.
weird.
I don't want to be anywhere near someone. I want to be in the woods somewhere.
Oh, I
Doing
love
a
it.
private routine. You
They
know,
have cults.
gyms
That's
for
okay.
people
We'll
who
do
they're
that.
not creative. Like go instead of driving to the grocery store, walk to the grocery store. Then you don't even need to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah. That's why I
I,
love
is
I
living in
don't go
Boulder
to
and
the
go
gym
walk
now. I
everywhere.
don't even know where there is one around here. I just do my chores here and I get to work.
No, I mean that's good enough.
Yeah, but I certainly have, forget it.
I was sharing nicknames.
I don't look like I looked then.
I used to go to the gym at like years later. I would go to the gym at like 5 a.m. and then go to work, and I would
Yeah.
have and it was awesome because I would get up at like 4:30 and rip like huge bangers, and then bong hits, and then go to the gym at like 5, run like a 5K on the treadmill in like 15-20 minutes, and then I would
Dang.
work out for an hour or two, and it was the same 6 or 7 people in there every
then-
morning. It was beautiful because it
And then you
wasn't
showered
busy.
there and went to work,
Yeah,
right?
and it
Me
was all
too,
the
I
same people.
take the shower.
So I used to hang out with this guy who like knew everybody. He knew everybody. Older guy, retired, and his name was Bob. And I used to share with him the nicknames that I came up with for everybody else in the gym at that hour, and how I would just sit around making up these stories about them, and I would share it with him. And then one day he finally said, well, Matt, like, what's my nickname in my little story that you figured out for me in this comic book you're writing in your head? And I was like, Bob, you're just Bob. You're you. And he goes, that's boring. And I was like, somebody's got to be the main character.
Wow.
And he was like, why am I the main character? And I was like, you literally know every fucking body in here. I'm just acting like I do. But you're like friends with them. Like you go out of your way to like know people. I'm just in here at the same time every day. I don't know any of these people. Same.
Oh boy.
Somebody's got to be, just remember that in your life. Somebody has to be the main character. If
So
you think it's you,
that
maybe rethink that.
you think that in
I think
these
Jake's the main
days-
character.
I totally agree.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But
This
I'm
is
just
everybody
thinking
loves
maybe
Jake.
working out is part of the answer to coping with all of the shit that's going on. To answer Tommy's question,
Gene
part of it.
was running some pretty quick miles.
Yeah,
Those days
was.
are
Now
long.
you could bust it out
Yeah,
right
like me.
now.
I
Live
was.
left past 10 challenge.
I can
$100
run.
in super chats. Letterhack will run a mile right now.
Jesus
I
Christ.
can run.
Live on stream.
I can run a 7-minute mile, and then not do anything for 30 days. Like not get out of bed, not walk, not breathe right,
That's
only
not
drink
me.
or only eat liquid food. It would be crazy.
Things have changed for me too. I can't do
I
any
could
of
get
the
back
things
to
I
it,
used
but-
to do.
Take a while.
It hurts. It hurts me just to get up.
Look, at 50, I have one goal: be very hard to push down. That's my goal.
Okay, there you
I
go.
don't want people to be able to like. I want somebody to like. If a tough guy came up and pushed me, I wanted to be like,
Tough guy.
he didn't fall. Like
Yeah.
and then maybe just get them to think twice instead of having to actually fight. Like that would be.
That's a definite
good for me.
man thing to think about. I don't think about anybody pushing me
This
down.
shit. Hey man, am I supposed to go to protests or what?
yeah.
'Cause somebody's gonna try and push you at a
Yeah.
like cops or somebody, right? I don't want to go down and get trampled.
You're absolutely
You can get hurt that way.
Right.
People get hurt like that.
you're absolutely
That main
right.
character thing is going to irk me for the rest of the show if I don't
Why?
undo the joke. For the record, Kramer at best.
Stop.
What? You know what? Somewhat related. If you had to say who your sitcom spirit animal is, who is it?
Oh,
And despite the implications for life outside of the sitcom, I'm sticking with Kramer.
Well, I'm George specifically during the summer of George.
Okay.
the summer of
size of a
George.
car
Who
battle.
am
yeah.
I?
I relax in bed and eat popcorn,
Phoebe.
watch films. You know, I
Phoebe,
love my cousin Vinny. It's a wrap for me.
you're okay.
Hell yeah.
My cousin Vinny. It's a wrap,
I
baby.
feel like I'm Knight Rider. Just kidding. No,
The car or the Hasselhoff?
Michael Knight.
Hell yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
I really, I feel like I'm a cross between Magnum PI and Felix Unger. I
yeah, it's
don't
gotta
know.
be sitcom though. So Magnum PI it's
Oh.
kind of comedy, but it's more of
Well,
a detective show.
You know how The Odd Couple was just too like you can't be all of one of those guys. Those are usually just like different facets of one person's personality. So I always kind of related them. I don't know though, a sitcom. I don't know.
Felix Unger is a good one, definitely.
I'm not
I could
cutting
see you
the
spearing a cigar.
crust up. No, well, that was Oscar.
No, wait. Oh, you're right. Felix was the
Felix
He
was
was
the
the
clean
no, wait,
divorcee.
Felix was the fastidious one.
He was the
Oscar
clean
was the
freak.
slob.
Oscar was the slob.
I'm not
Felix
the
was
slob.
right.
Yeah, the fastidious
Yeah.
one. I don't think
No,
I'm
I'm
that.
saying spearing a cigar with like the umbrella.
No, I don't
Oh,
think you're
yes.
either
Yeah.
one of
Yes.
them.
Yes. I see what you're saying. Sorry, I thought you meant smoking a cigar. Yeah, but I don't think I'm either one because I'm not cutting the crust off sandwiches. But I'm also not playing poker. So there's plenty of nights where there'd be like, "Hey, it's poker night, Matt. You playing?" I'm like, "I don't gamble," and they go,
I
"Why?"
like to
Because I
cut the
work too
crust
hard
off
for
of
my
a
money."
sandwich, right? And then you take the crust and then you throw it in the frying pan with whatever oil residue is in there, and you get little
What?
crispy bits. You put it back in the sandwich in the middle of the
What?
sandwich.
Ooh, that actually.
You had me, then you lost me.
Is it gluten free?
Well, it depends on the bread.
Good. My wife makes
Well-
sourdough. It's so good. It's the only bread that doesn't make me feel
I
like a
believe that
bloated
there's
monster.
a certain other
bread.
species that is heavily involved in the sourdough process.
You mean yeast?
Yeah.
Sandy,
You
we
know.
need your sitcom spirit animal.
I don't. I'm
Phoebe.
thinking about. I said Phoebe, but I'm not
Yes, Phoebe.
sure.
Did it. Yeah.
Or
You nailed it then.
Phoebe, Or I was thinking way back in the Wayback Machine, that girl.
Oh,
With
Mary
blonde
Tyler
hair.
Moore.
No. What's her name? No, that girl. Marlo Thomas. In that, the way she was goofy, I could be supremely goofy.
Okay, hell yeah. I also would have taken Lucille Ball.
Ricky, Lucy.
What? I'm like drawing a blank on like
Lucy.
sitcom characters
Who
all of a
would you
sudden, which
be?
is really weird because
And I'm not for once.
Hmm.
all
right.
Alex Rieger.
Oh, and in
Alex-
Taxi.
Taxi, yeah.
I think I could pull that off 80% of the
Be
time in my
Alex.
life.
All right,
Very
that's a
I
good
could be
one
very
for
thoughtful,
you.
but at the same time, like, oh, get over yourself. You know what I mean?
All right. Let me see if I can rapid fire this. I'm gonna almost say it's just to piss you off a little bit. Artemis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Sandy? Or
Hawkeye, right up there.
that's a good one. Alan Alda or
Alda.
What are you
Okay.
pointing at?
He's
first
doing
to you.
reverse.
And then to Matt. And
But
then for
you're not
Sandy-
on my screen. You're pointing.
Wait, am I pointing to you right now?
No,
You're not
No,
pointing at
the
me.
other way.
No,
Pointing
not
away
on my
from us.
screen.
Oh my
Are-
God! Hold
You
on.
look at your probably got your camera for 2 shows in a row.
What the fuck is Jake doing, man? This guy hasn't been
This
here. in a
is
week, and
everybody
is
loves
shit
Jake.
that
Is it not? Come on.
The fuck? This
Everybody
guy's
loves Jake.
pointing outside the fucking. He's pointing at this chat room. What the fuck? That's
Eh?
me.
Like,
Yes, that's
I
me.
was
Yeah.
just talking to Sandy.
All right.
What?
And then
you are not
Andrea.
talking. No, I'm down here.
And then Jake.
Sandy. Okay.
This is not good.
All right. Then
Good
now
night,
I have to
John
be
Boy.
fast. So I'm gonna say no. It's got to be a sitcom. Why am I drawing a blank? Who is the fun one from the Brady Bunch? Marsha. And
Marsha was not the fun one. You're thinking of Cindy.
Marsha,
You know what?
Marsha.
You're right. I withdraw. Cindy, 100% Cindy, and then Shaggy. I was gonna say Fred,
Shaggy.
but we all know why Shaggy.
I
Fred,
was gonna
Is this the
say
sitcom with
Fred
Scooby-Doo?
Mertz.
Scooby, what are we talking about? Scoop.
Fred Mertz, the new president of prime minister of Germany.
Never mind. Not Fred from Scooby Doo. I'm going to say Fred from I Love Lucy. Married to
I
Ethel.
thought you were gonna go
Fred.
with Fred from Nightmare on Elm Street. That's
Fuck.
kind of the...
Never mind. I'm changing it again. The Martian from the film. All right, done.
That was fun. See, that's what we
hold
need,
on.
a little fun. I needed fun. I have just been
Kazoo.
Jake, I'm gonna say
supremely
Maynard
miserable.
G. Krebs.
Maynard G. Krebs. Why don't I remember that?
That was Bob Denver's character on Dobie Gillis.
God damn. That's from like before my time, even. Jeez. Right? That's like
Oh, the beatnik.
reruns. Like,
Yeah. All right. I'll take
if
it.
we had to pick one from Gilligan's Island, Andrea, who would you be from Gilligan's Island?
I never
Ooh, I
seen
like
it.
that.
She's never seen it.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Actually, this is easy.
Jake is the
because
professor.
The song tells you everything. Yeah. The
Now,
song tells you
Zach,
everything you
Zach.
need to know. There's Gilligan, who's a jackass. There's the skipper, who's responsible. There's
And then there's the professor.
yeah.
the millionaire and his
I-
wife,
I-
the movie
Professor
star.
was my favorite. He
Professor
was my favorite.
Marianne. They just throw those in at the end. But yeah, I think Andrea is a great Marianne.
Yeah.
I think I would probably be the professor. I think Sandy is definitely Ginger, right? Movie star.
That's a
Yeah.
slur.
You think?
And
Oh, you just
Ginger.
100%.
and Jake's the professor. Yeah. And I
Wait,
guess
we're both the professor? Which one are you?
Going to be
I'm
Ginger.
Skipper. Didn't
Oh,
I say
Skipper.
Skipper? I meant to say I'm Skipper.
Okay.
It's my boat.
And what's Andrea? The black-haired
Andrea's
one,
the-
right?
Yeah,
Marianne.
Jean says Marianne was the only sane one.
What? No. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Ginger was kind
no.
of, no, she was crazy.
And Libby
Yeah.
says she's the witch from Bewitched. Oh, that was a good one, Libby. Bewitched. I didn't even think about. Yeah. See, we need to do these kind of shows every now and then. And everything is so heavy and so insane out there. It's
Are you
bizarre
discussing me?
opposite world.
I'm not. I'm trying to cut down on the heaviness. I'm a little.
Right.
Yeah.
No, everybody is. You can't even do anything
pizza
without
today.
something horrible, ridiculous. Wait, what type of thing happening? So this was fun.
Yeah, I was
And I
watching.
Is this where you're announcing your new program?
I don't know if it's going to be called that now. Matt, yeah, because I do want to separate Environmental Coffee House and keep that for climate and all the things that we do there, and then use the other channel that I've had for all these years for a political channel, but politics from the viewpoint I have in life, which is different from a lot of podcasters, and I don't want to be like everybody else, and I just have to
do your
figure
own
out
thing.
right.
I mean,
but I have
political coffee house is pretty good.
that's what Gene said.
That's
Gene
what I'm
said
saying. Like you
political.
ran that by me, and I was like, "It's pretty."
That's-
good.
I
I'm
think
on
Gene-
board with wait what. I like.
I love that.
I
I
like
know, I'm like
titles
that.
like that.
Like,
Just like
wait,
phrases.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Well,
but
Kelly came
Political
up
Coffee
with
House presents. Wait, what?
political litter box, and then because
Mm.
I have the cats, and then Matt
and then
said
I said
a litter box.
a litter box.
Holy shit! What the
And then
fuck?
my
A litter
graphic
box.
will be a cat turned around like this, maybe my face, or with letters
She
GOP,
said-
DNC coming out like turd.
And then I said, "Look, just have the cat facing the camera, and the odor. It's like this green odor spells
right.
out DNC and GOP. That way, we're not having to look at like
All the parties, though.
Cat
We're not
shit.
leaving out the Green Party.
Appreciate
Where
it.
all of them are involved.
Oh, we're not leaving out the Green Party. Well,
Oh hell no! I'm a equal opportunity critic.
oh, well, then you gotta have like the litter off to the side that says like Green Party litter, Green Party cat litter."
It's compostable, biodegradable. Well, it is shit I use.
But are you guys finding it difficult to avoid talking about politics?
no, I just stay in my house all
Oh.
day and don't talk to anybody about anything anytime. I just cry in the corner and play video games.
Oh, Well, that's
Oh.
really depressing.
So it's actually really easy to avoid talking about it, when you think about it.
I am able to just start talking about any batshit crazy thing I want at any time, and it generally drives my wife insane, except for
Brian.
when it goes on long enough that she can't help but start laughing, and then it's like, okay, I'm just honing in on whatever made her laugh. But
Oh,
we can get away from politics, but
Oh, I love doing I'm in the
my friends
era of
constantly
conspiracy, for
send
sure.
me shit every in the chats or private messages or whatever. Everybody sends stuff. I don't have time to look
You
at
just
it
gotta
all.
stop responding. That's what I did. Someone sends me a message.
I can't. It's hard.
Did I get it? Maybe.
I can't, because there's so many people that I care about, and I don't want to not respond.
Yeah, well, that's your first mistake.
Caring.
Yeah.
I care.
so I had my little brother on the show the other night, who is as normie
Yeah.
as it gets, without being like completely detached. But one of his favorite, and I brought this up, one thing he likes to say to me is, okay, I have a question about politics. Can you give me an answer without it being a podcast episode answer? And I'm like, I can try, but you should know
It's hard.
you're not going to be fully informed based on that kind of answer. So feel free to come with the follow-up questions. But we talked about that on air, and it was really cool because he's getting, and I like this, he's getting politics from people he follows on Instagram, not for politics. But they'll say,
yeah, that's what I thought.
We can't ignore this shit. We have to talk. People have to be aware this is happening. People have to be aware this is going on. And that helps him be informed to the point where he can look it up on his own versus being overwhelmed by some podcast or Instagram person who's, I follow people on Instagram where it's like, Jesus, this is all you do with your life.
That's
what this shit on Instagram is driving me crazy.
Terrible. And that's what that chick I was telling you about last show that records herself when she talks to me. She just gets her news. Everything in her life is just on Instagram. And I told, we both told each other. I said, stop sending me all this Instagram shit. And I asked her, is this where you get all your anything? And of course, she comes back with,
These
I wanted to ask her where.
It's hard. It's hard to even consider them human. Like, I just they're just so fucking dumb, man.
But she is a human.
They're so dumb.
She's a human walking controversy, hypocrisy person. I mean, her whole life and everything she thinks about is totally hypocritical.
What's going on in the brain zone?
Well, I know what who
goes
she
on
is.
MAGA Facebook all day and then just like yaps at you, like she just regurgitates the latest Candace Owens video for you.
No, she calmed down because the last time she wrote me and she said, "Oh my God, I just love what Doge is doing." And
oh, Jesus!
You know what I said? I just wrote back to her. I said, "Well, I'm glad you're really happy, and I hope it all works out for you." And she wrote back, "Are you being?" She goes, "Are you being snarky?" I said, "No, I mean it," and it stopped.
See, she wanted you. She thought for sure you were going to have a snarky response.
And I
think
didn't.
she was trying to trigger you.
But I'm never snarky.
They're demented in the mind. Like they have a fucking goddamn brain disease.
It's very sad.
Anyone who pronounces it Doge is a fucking moron. It's called Doge. It's not Doge.
They have done all of the HR stuff I learned, everything in my career. They have violated every single tenet, every flaw, everything.
I love that movie.
It just drives.
It's like
crazy.
It's like I constantly bring this up because I felt so vindicated, but also like it made me a little hopeful and I stopped me because, like I say, I bring this up a fucking lot. But my buddy back in spring, I said, what is he doing? My buddy back in spring said, "Why do you hate Elon Musk so much?" and I told him, and we talked about it, and then I texted him like this month ago now, and I was like, "Hey, I just assume if you're watching the news, you understand where I was coming from on the Elon Musk thing." now. And he goes, oh yeah. And he like gives me this whole
Ah,
like text reply. Yes. And I can't believe people fucking voted for these assholes, and he's like really switched on now.
Wow.
That's the fucking
And
thing. But it would have been
gotta
great
engage.
not to shit on your friend or whatever. But like,
They
can
should
you
have been
the
switched
fuck
on
on before the
better.
goddamn
Right.
election, you stupid fucking moron.
And that's
the
what's
thing about fucking
happening.
doing
Yeah.
this shit, man, is like you just like you have like 1% political awareness, and it's just like you're living in fucking 1732. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I think he
That's what-
voted.
Like,
I
we
think he
already
voted
know this
accordingly.
shit. What do
though.
you? Oh, you just now realized? It takes him to
Yeah.
do a fucking Nazi salute at the goddamn bullfuck for you to realize this guy's fucking.
You know
Korean.
what?
Like, are you
Many-
kidding me?
Many
Motherfucking fuck. That's the thing is
years-
people don't fucking look things up anymore. They don't think before they fucking speak. Oh, why are you like instead of like I don't know, man. Like instead of asking you why you hate Elon Musk, maybe he should look up shit for
Well, he
himself.
wanted-
like I
He
don't know.
wanted to. It wasn't that he was
Oh, man.
questioning me so much as he wanted to understand.
I just don't like. If you want to understand, pick up a goddamn book, read a news article for Christ's sake. I don't like. Why do you have to?
And
like,
that's
honestly,
funny
look
because-
at that though. What you read a news
Yeah.
article, you're not gonna get
He's a genius.
like no. If you ask the average person, where do you find out the truth about the news? They're gonna tell you an
Oh, you're gonna
answer
say
that's
Joe
gonna
Rogan,
result
man.
in massive spin. So take this guy who freaking said.
Are you
what do you
pointing at
call
me?
it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying you take the guy
Okay.
and sit him down and say, go look it up for yourself. What's he gonna do?
Well, we
He's-
got to train people how to fucking do that shit. Like, Google fucking
Yes.
sucks now, but it's like, it's also like, yeah, but it's also a kind of like a part of it's like, yeah, we have to train people, but then part of it's like, you're fucking like what 40 something years old and you don't know how to fucking use the goddamn internet. Like, what are we doing here? What?
Yeah.
How are you fucking like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, this is
I gotta tell you
what the
something.
fuck?
Years and years ago, when Jennifer and I were doing our shows, one show, I don't know how come he came up, but it was a long time ago. And she goes, well, at least the guy has goals. And I'm thinking, wow, what a statement. Look at where he is now.
I mean,
Look
at least Adolf
at the-
Hitler had goals.
Right,
Am I
look
right,
at the
people?
goals,
Like, at least
look
he
at
had
the
something to
goals.
get himself up in the morning.
Right.
like-
I think she's probably, if she know I said it, she probably cringed because she was just saying he had goals, but because I wasn't certainly giving him any cheering on or kudos.
Like, do you ever think
even
about
then.
like how language is such a beautiful thing? We're able to express ourselves in such intricate and detailed ways, but most of the time when people talk, they mean nothing. He has goals. What does that mean? It means nothing. It's just they're saying shit. They're spewing shit out of their mouth like it's a
I
fucking
think she
fire
was
hydrant that
meaning
fucking
it
has gone
was-
haywire.
At the time, it was goals to get us off fossil fuel vehicles.
Okay,
know,
yeah.
at
I mean, if
the
you even believe that, like at any point, like what? It's just
Yeah.
like
I don't
electric
know.
vehicles are an
no, no.
obvious market to go in to make money. I mean,
Yeah, Louis DeJoy is currently ordering $3 billion in electric cars for the.
say
post
what
office
you
on
want
his way
about
out the
Louis
door.
DeJoy, but
From
he's got
Tesla?
goals. He's really.
Oh,
Or
Jennifer.
I don't know if it's specifically Tesla, but I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up
Of course, it's
sending the
gonna
money
be
that way.
Tesla.
and then not delivering the cars. But
Oh
there's
my
there's and I'm seeing a lot of this in the chat. There's the whole like, yeah, okay, fine, go look it up. Like, that's not biased, right? Like, the internet isn't making
Well,
people
that's the other
dumber,
thing
but-
is look it up doesn't also like mean trust the first
People-
result on Google.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
So that's why
like we need to teach people how to fucking like
Critical
read every
thinking.
article on the first 4 pages. Like, I don't know, maybe go read a fucking book on the goddamn subject, Like, look it up does not just like this is how fucking baby brain everyone is. Oh, look it up just means you type in a thing and you magically get the answer printed by some
Right.
fucking AI bullshit now that's wrong half the time. No, look it up is a fucking process, It's like you can't just the robots are gonna tell me what to think. No, that's not what look it up means.
Yeah, that's why when I do the daily shows in the morning, I'm telling people, now look, I came by this information like anybody can. I've sifted through it, I've sorted through it, I've clicked the links in the articles, I've read a whole bunch of stuff, and now I'm giving you stuff that you can trust and just send off to a friend who isn't in the know, who wants to be informed but doesn't know where to start. It's overwhelming. Send them the links in the description of this video. Like I specifically say, anybody can do this, but I understand if you don't have time and if you don't know what to trust. And so, I think I'd like to see more of that. I know some people do that. Like the Majority Report brings on actual journalists who wrote the article.
I'm
That's
sorry to laugh. I just read the chat. The twice a week daily show.
Okay.
it's okay.
No.
Congressional baseball fan. I'll explain it again.
Put the chat on screen for posterity. I mean, this is it
The
is.
letter,
I mean, can you really
the
call
letter
it a
hack-
daily show?
the letter
I mean,
hack daily just means that it's on 5 days a week, but we call Tuesday and Thursday AM shows the daily shows because it's a double meaning because
You
it's
ever think,
also during the
like,
day. It's
if you
not
have
supposed to be
explain the
literal.
meaning
It's
of
funny.
the show this many times that maybe it's not a great show. to
It
me.
is though, because when people see a clip or they see the letter hack daily or something like that, they don't know. For all they know,
don't
I'm
understand that you're
daily.
lying and that your show is
It's not
for
a
all
lie.
they know, it's a daily show.
I'm happy to explain.
Isn't what's his name? Doesn't he say the Dollamore Daily or something? Doesn't he do that?
He
too?
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he is daily.
Well, just a reminder, daily
is
means 7 days a week. This 5 days a week is daily shit. This is horse fucking pucky.
More than
okay? I'm
zero.
sorry.
I'll just say
A daily show is every
I
fucking
can't
day.
even
I
get
don't know
my
More
what to
than
say.
zero.
I can't even. I didn't even do my.
As
last
someone that
night
did a
show.
daily show, and I mean 7 days a week
Yeah,
for
you
many
did.
years straight.
You did.
This is stolen valor.
You
You're doing
saved-
twice a week, and now it's a daily show.
How many days a week is Congressional Baseball Fan
You
on?
went to fucking Fallujah? Like, what are we doing here, man?
How many?
Andrea
Where's
saved my
Pinkerbell's
life.
show? I'm just wondering how many days of the week you all are on.
Yeah, all these fucking
Oh, God.
useless eaters in the chat. They're just fucking consuming content.
stop.
These
How about
actually,
you fucking do something? Make your own show.
My
for
chat.
actually,
Christ's
this chat
Nobody
is
in my
online more
chat.
than any of us. I gotta tell you.
sake.
They're
Terminally
not
online.
useless. They're not useless. Yes, Orb Rumor. The show is about nothing.
Look,
That's
Jake
why
is like,
we do it.
Jake might as well be like hitting a glass. Ting, 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 ting. I want to make
No,
it-
I
Orb
killed my
Rumor, I'm trying to
microphone, but I
explain.
think it. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Are you hearing me
yeah,
now?
we can hear you.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. We're back. For
Okay.
context, when I unplugged it, I spent a good chunk of that time laughing about
Boy.
Andrea's Hitler comment. Very funny.
Which one? I made like
Even
three or
Hitler
four.
had goals.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I-
He had a lot of goals. Yeah,
Not wrong.
he did have goals. I mean, we can't really, say what you want about him. Motherfucker had goals. Unlike a lot of people I know, it's a real damn shame.
FYI, I'm not changing the name of the Letter Hack Daily.
No, don't do it.
Why
I
would
agree.
you?
We are living the era
I'm
of
not.
fraud. We have a fraud as president.
Well thought
so
out.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
really
what?
well thought out.
If there's
You have
any
to
what?
explain the fucking show name every day, every week on this show.
It
You
says
have to
Monday
explain-
through Friday right on the fucking thing.
Yeah,
too,
but
so.
even then, that's still not daily. So it's
I
kinda-
know. That's what I'm saying.
Jake, you were trying to do a pretty daily schedule for a while.
I did for a
there.
while. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't think
I liked it.
that's necessary. I
Right.
think I take it back. Letterhack is probably set to do a daily show because he's got content all the time. But I feel like if you're not, I wouldn't recommend that for everybody. If you're out there
it's-
wondering
Right.
how you should do your channel, just do
Shit,
what you
I
have the
can't.
content.
I
to fill.
can't even. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
couldn't pull it together last night. I've been making shorts,
It's quality
trying
over
to-
quantity.
trying to
you go.
tell
Yes.
people how
I
shitty
just happen
I've
to
been
have
feeling.
quality Monday through Friday. It's high quality stuff every time I go on.
You are
Boom.
just
It's
Yeah,
high quality.
he's
Well
the
done.
man.
For
He's
me,
the
it's
man.
just practice, 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 and so I'm just doing it live. But like, it's also Mondays. I try and do interviews. Tuesday is
Yeah.
news. Wednesday is this group. Thursday more
Yeah,
interview
group,
or
like, group
news,
therapy is what you're. Yeah,
and then
we have
Friday
group
is
on
art.
Wednesday.
So
I
I'm,
do interviews on Fridays now, and now my heavy duty people interviews after my show meander over to yours, Matt, and my chat goes to yours to decompress.
maybe
although
we're
I
not
don't-
meant for these duties.
I don't think Friday for me, like it's Douglas from the True North Eager Beaver. I don't think it's going to be a super stressful show, and we're going
Hell
to
no.
talk. We're going to talk about Canadian politics and environmental issues in Canada.
Yeah,
I can't wait. to
It's
have
gonna
him
be
on
so much
Friday.
fun.
That
is
He
good.
is
I
a
wanna watch that.
lovely human being.
I'm gonna try not to set up my show right beforehand so I can watch that. I'm having Conan
Okay.
Neutron on.
Yeah, I know
Right,
that
Conan.
should.
Got a
He's a
bunch of
he's
good
a
ones.
hoot. He's
Can you
good.
ask him what happened to Conan Electron?
Yeah,
I
sure,
heard some
will.
rumors.
I will.
It's not good stuff.
Well, that was his dad. Wait, does this work? Damn it, never
don't
mind. I was
know,
gonna say he
Stein.
merged with Conan
keep going.
Proton, but
Keep going.
and sort of yeah,
Right.
that made the Neutron.
How can we
The
afford to
chat
rate
is
Canada's
killing me.
leaves?
The chat is funny as fuck tonight. We should just sit here and watch the
Post
chat.
the messages. Bring them up in the chat.
How
Bring 'em
can we afford to rake Canada's leaves? Yeah, the 51st state. Yeah,
For the benefit of the VOD, let's see the chat.
We've got to rake their forest.
The VOD that's gonna get cut by Doge.
Yeah. Jesus.
Do you guys know the name Dennis Kitchen?
No.
Dennis Kitchen.
Legendary
Do I
comic
gotta
book
look it
guy.
up? Oh, okay.
Fucking
Of course,
legendary.
We wouldn't know.
Had a publishing company called Kitchen Sink.
Ah,
I got him coming on.
Oh,
Old
good.
School, old
Yeah, I
school.
like the people you have on because I would never, ever have sought that
You
out.
gotta turn your
myself.
comic book show into like the Joe Rogan of comic. Like have them on for like 6 hours at a time. You get high and talk about your favorite fucking panel of all time for like 3.5 hours. You know.
Just get somebody off camera. Look this up. Is that true?
Was that, you know,
Amateurs.
oh, you got to do that though. I mean, if anyone could do it, it's you. You're ripping bingers in the fucking first 30 minutes. You know.
I would love
I think
that.
it's a good idea.
You know what? I just
I would not advise the pot, but the rest, yes.
No, that's an essential aspect.
Oh God.
Without the pot, it all falls apart.
I've been off it for a long time, unless I travel to Colorado or something, and which happened once. I'll partake, but I haven't. I mean, you're talking to a guy who did it every day, all day, you know, with responsibly. Like I wouldn't do it to the point where I couldn't work. I'd much rather get work over with and then get high and chill out, you know, and like not have to work. Well, I hate that, but.
Mindy, my
all
original
the time.
graphic artist, is here. Mindy Donham. She is
Hi,
the
Mindy.
original
Big
graphic.
shout out to Mindy.
She's here. Big shout out. She is the person who created the Environmental Coffee House logo.
Oh wow!
That's a
Big
legend.
shout out to Mindy. Oh my
Incredible.
God. She used to do everything. She's quite talented. Hi,
I just-
Mindy.
I
Hello,
wanna go
Mindy,
back
and
to-
thank
Mindy,
you
you
for
must
cutting Matt
know-
off at the time that makes him seem the most like a drug addict.
And I
I
hope,
wanna-
Mindy, you
Well, I'm
understand
just whatever Matt was saying, I'm that right now. So
No, I want to go back to like sitting on my couch between like 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. just getting blasted, watching,
I don't go.
going down YouTube rabbit holes for
yeah.
music and whatever. Just being like, man, what fucking time is it? Shit.
oh fuck, it's 5 a.m.
Like my wife gets up and she's like, have you gone to bed yet? And I'm like, and I really missed that.
No.
Yeah, that happened.
I'll go to bed in a second.
Well, I
You're
guess
right
I turned
there.
a corner. I gave my bong away 6 months ago.
Wow.
I gave it to the kid that,
That
comes and-
3-footer you had?
Yeah,
That
it was
crazy?
big glass thing. I gave it to the kid that helps me with firewood, and he.
What did you
was-
name it? Koala,
You gotta
Mr.
pass it
Koala
on. It's
Bunga?
a
I don't
generational.
know.
It's a fucking artifact.
Yes, he was.
They're gonna
so
pass it on to their
happy.
kid, and
Yeah,
and
he
then they're
just
gonna
had
fucking
one.
tell the story. Yeah, this is a huge
Yeah.
deal.
Has
was
anybody
so
ever smoked
excited.
pot out of an apple?
Yes.
Can't say I have. No,
Okay. Oh, really? How about the ground?
can't
No.
say I smoke pot out
Stop.
of the
This is gonna
ground.
be
How about a
No.
swimming pool
out?
Definitely
of
not.
Now
the
that's
swimming pool?
intriguing.
with plexiglass and a vacuum tube?
Is this just
We're
your like
just
list
Really?
of things you
stupid.
smoke out of?
How about a 2-liter bottle?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
a gravity bomb.
Well, a gravity bomb. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I have a funny story.
Well, you
about
gotta
my
make
daughter
sure
and
it's still
gravity
orange soda. That makes it taste better, man.
How many people
What-
had a parent who was like, why are there little holes cut out of the screen?
bomb.
Hey, where's
My
the little
parents-
thing
Yeah.
under the water faucet?
My
How many?
parents used to smoke pot in the 60s and 70s.
How about
so-
this? Did you
and
ever have a
80s.
parent go, what's with all these cardboard tubes with the dry cleaner stuck in them?
Oh,
fuck is
that
this?
is a very teenage device right there. That is the thing that convinces you that you've taken care of the smell when you have done
cardboard
almost
tube.
nothing.
But there's still
remember the
smoke
cardboard
everywhere.
tube. That's so funny.
Now you just
Oh.
have a room that smells like pot and an object that reeks of pot. That's all you have.
And now this is a little
But
later.
we
This is more
use
like
them.
it's more like 90s, but who had like a parent who would say, "What's with all the gutted cigar tobacco in the ashtray?"
Okay, I
What's
was
this
the
for?
parent.
Oh, you
Well,
were
I mean,
calling
not
the
in the
movies out
90s,
for
though.
rolling
Yeah.
blunts. We used to okay, look, my friends and I would sit around playing spades on my friend Doug's porch all night, every night. We'd all get off work, go to the bar, and then gravitate over to this place, play spades, and pass around like 4 or 5 blunts at once between
Say that
like
again.
10 people.
Why are you
4 or
Pass
5
around.
what?
Are blunts the same as
4 or
sweet?
5 blunts at once?
Yeah,
Is
just
that what
enjoy
you're
Yeah,
saying?
we would just rotate them while we
That-
played cards for
Okay,
Now you're
you
hours,
read
making
this
me
in Dr.
wanna-
Seuss book?
like
Now
2
you're
at a
making me
time.
wanna
But
get high.
Sandy, does your daughter think she got away with something that you
No.
actually
She never smoked pot once. She did it once.
no, but does she think
What
she
about-
got away with
fucking-
something that you actually know about but haven't told her that you know about it?
Yeah,
that where
like
you were
did you
going,
let her
Jake?
get away with something and just like let it fly, but she thinks she got away with it? Anything at all?
Like to this day, like sneaking out or something? Like you knew,
Not
but she doesn't
cheat.
know you knew?
But she, oh God, she
You
didn't-
let her do whatever she wanted.
Yes.
You don't even have to
Okay.
say it if you're not
was-
comfortable spilling the beans.
There's
When
no
are we gonna get
beans.
Sandy's child?
so many.
She was
You gotta
fucking
bring her on.
cool, and she's my mother now, but she she acts like it. No, she's just stellar. I have no complaints. I mean, the thing is, all right, she did have a boyfriend, Nate, when and we decided, my husband at the time and I, her dad, we decided we're not going to fight it and keep them apart. So we did let him come over and hang out and stay over, and all the kids stayed over, but she never had to sneak around because we let it happen. You know, she was going to do it anyway. So why sneak around? And she has turned out to be an amazing individual because she didn't
Fair
have to
enough.
sneak around, you know. And her dad is a good dad, who I'm supposed to go to his birthday party Saturday.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Just mail him a
I-
card, say happy birthday, you fucking asshole. Just move
Yeah,
on.
but he gave me a party.
That's what I was saying.
No.
Take a boyfriend.
I mean,
need
that's a win. He gave
boyfriend.
you a party, you give him nothing. Now you're plus
you-
one.
Who'd you give
I
that
don't know.
bong
On a high
to?
note.
Take that guy.
He's
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
He's 28.
Bring him on over.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
No.
Make out with
Like-
him at the
Oh,
party.
fuck.
You're fucked.
Maybe don't make out with him if
I-
y'all are
I-
not
I
actually
was
feeling
going-
it.
I was
but-
going to ask my friend Michelle, who's like tall and has long hair like Cher. And when he met her, he was like, he had this big crush on her after we were married.
Wait,
like,
you're gonna
not
make
long
out
ago.
with her? Is that what's? Is
Yeah,
that what's going on?
if I bring
Oh.
her, we should do that. That's a birthday present for that.
All right.
motherfucker.
Well,
And also torture. It works both ways. It's fantastic.
I mean, that's a very Three's Company thing to do. And we were talking about sitcoms. So it kind of brings it full circle. Taking the 28-year-old.
I'm not.
They'll be
Who
like,
was
who'd you
married?
bring, Mom? And you're
He's
like, my
married.
boyfriend.
No, I
Who
His
is
am.
name's
the
Raoul.
landlord from
Everybody
Three's
knows.
Company?
Everybody knows I
Mr.
want
Furley or
no
Roper?
partner ever again.
I
Ever.
will be right back. Do not
Blech.
end the show in the
Listen,
next
I
5
still
minutes. I
dream
will be
about
right
my
back.
so
second
Roper.
Do not
They
end the
call me
show.
Mr.
Repeat,
Roper.
do not
What
end the
does it
show. I will
mean
be
when
right
I still
I
dream
do,
about
Mr.
my
Roper.
second husband?
Oh,
Oh,
Don't
dreams
even- don't
mean
even
shit.
think
him
about
a
it.
little bit.
Dreams don't mean anything. Let that go. You're okay. Just live
Okay.
in the waking world. Sleep in the dream world.
I live in the waking world, but it's just been weird lately. Dreaming about him. I don't think he's dead.
Jesus.
Yeah, lately, I don't know what it is. I just feel like, because when I moved to South Carolina, I'm talking about me again, by the way. When I moved to South Carolina, I stopped smoking pot and was like, yeah, I'm fine. It just cold turkey. I actually realized like a week before I was moving, I was like, oh, I've got like an eighth of weed. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
smoke all this. So I just tore it to shreds in like a 2-day period, single-handedly. And then when I got driving cross country, I was like, I didn't expect to have like the shakes, but I thought for sure in a 2-day period driving cross country, I was going to be like, I get the urge. Never happened. Still hasn't.
Good.
Well, that's good.
But
It just-
now it's like
I
I kind of
like
want to
it.
do it.
It gives me the
Yeah.
munchies, and I don't want that. Remember when I was really high
That's
on the
a
show,
fucking
and you
problem.
and I got in an argument because I was
No, because I
stupid?
don't dwell on the past, Sandy.
Oh, excuse
But
me.
the munchies do suck. The munchies are bad.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
do.
in a position in life where I can deal with the munchies. That's a good
And
What's
that's
going
what
on?
happens
Talking about what?
every time I use cannabis. It's
Start
like
pigging
turns
out for
on-
no reason.
Yeah, and I can't do that. I
You're eating
can't do it.
chocolate and cheese
Dude,
and
I got this
Yeah.
fucking
I never have that.
popcorn
Celery,
recently. I
all
got
kinds of
really
weird
high.
stuff.
I'm talking about this morning. I got really high and I ate this whole bag of popcorn, dude. It was fucking awesome.
What kind
What
of
are you guys
popcorn?
talking about? Oh, it was like fucking all
That.
kinds. It was like a bunch of flavors mixed
Did it
in
have
one bag.
sugar?
There's a little bit, yeah.
See, I don't have
Oh,
anything like that in my home.
oh,
Night, Gene.
man.
Take care of the baby. Good
Oh,
night,
Gene.
sweetheart.
Jesus. Oh shit! I still feel it.
No,
I'm
I
shaking right now just thinking about
I've
it.
got
Like,
canned vegetables that I canned from last year from my garden.
oh.
I've got the most boring food on the planet. I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of I'm into right now the yellow pea pasta.
Yellow pea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yellow pea pasta. It's good.
That's my favorite type of pea. Is yellow pea.
you
All
probably
right.
need to drink more water.
It's gluten free and I love it. I love it.
My crazy like
And
munchy
oatmeal.
food in the middle of the night, because like I said, I would be up all night doing this. Like I would make like 6 pieces of toast with butter
Right.
and jelly and just sit there and eat like toast sandwiches. It was
Yeah,
fun.
just a toast sandwich. That's
I
my
don't
favorite.
do the bread. I pretty much.
But
don't
then
do
like, you
bread.
know, that cannot last. You cannot
Mhm.
eat that much bread. That's
No.
wild.
I never
would make,
even
like-
fry bread. Ooh.
I would like throw fried chicken in with linguine and fry it up at like 3 in the Crazy.
Oh, the munchy stories.
not
God
healthy.
damn.
Cannot be trusted to cook while intoxicated. I can barely be trusted to cook sober. Actually, no, I can't. Under no circumstances can I be trusted to cook.
That's what 7-Eleven's for.
True.
Oh God.
Jake, it would be really fun to
I
get
think
like
that's about
super
40.
blazed.
40 miles.
Yeah, it would be
Is that Rap
fun.
Snacks? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It'd be
Mhm.
fun to get high
Oh,
as hell.
Fuck, that was the best episode of the show. Is the fucking gas station show. I swear to God. When this show crashes and burns and it's just a distant memory, that's the one that's going to stand out. It's the gas
Oh,
station.
man, that's
that was
hardcore.
a great show.
What if the 4 of us got together purely for the purposes of getting as stoned as possible and then going to the gas station quickie mart?
Ugh.
Yes. Yes. I
What
would.
is there that I
That's
would
the
want?
Left Past 10 movie plot right there.
Yeah, we can make a whole movie. The whole movie is it takes place. It's like 80% in the gas station trying to find out what brand of chip to get. Should we get Pringles? Okay, but what kind? Ooh.
We get into a joking argument that turns into a real argument about the chip brands, which then goes back into a joking argument. And
But then we
forget
have
why
to go to
come in.
another gas station because this one doesn't have the right brands. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh,
And then we just repeat the scene in the next gas station almost verbatim. Yeah.
it's just the same thing. It's like a play. You just get
what
better
is
every
it
time you
I
do it.
like? What are those little things you buy in a bag? They're little round things. Corn.
Certs,
Corn.
Lifesavers,
No,
corn nuts.
they're corn nuts. Those are the only things. I
Corn
like,
nuts.
Corn nuts. I don't.
love
Gonna
corn
eat
nuts.
some corn nuts.
I have disciplined myself very well. I don't eat any of that shit.
Yeah, Sandy loves corn nuts. She can't get enough.
I haven't eaten corn nuts in years.
Thank you, Andrea, because,
Corn nuts. Oh, I want me some corn nuts, baby. Corn nuts.
I was doing the innuendo thing with my
one.
father-in-law, and he was not picking up on it. He
Oh.
was not picking up on it at all. And my wife is in the kitchen going, just fucking stop. And I was just going on, and I'm not gonna tell you what I said, but I was just going on and on. And he goes, no. He was like trying to remember a guy's last name. And I was giving him all these names, and he was like, no.
No, that's not it.
And I was like, you sure it wasn't, you know?
Oh,
And
shit.
he's like, no, I don't think
No,
so.
what was it? Give us the whole roster.
No,
No roster. Okay.
people would think differently of me.
They
Well,
would
maybe
think
not.
differently of
Okay,
you.
here's one.
Really?
It would
Where-
confirm a few things, I think.
Right.
Where would you go after the bars closed? Now in New York, and the bars would close at 4 a.m. We would go to the diner. The
Oh.
diners were 24-hour diners.
We had a diner. It was called Chicken Roost Deli, but it was like classic diner. A lot of
Yeah,
famous
love
politicians
classic
would go
diner.
there in Annapolis. Yep.
I
But
love
then it was back to our house. Like I lived in a
Mm.
party house, and everyone would go back to this house. It was just, it was great. You could wake up like to use the head at like 2, 3 in the morning, and it was like a full blown party going on any day of the week.
Okay, I barely remember those days. Remember, I was cumulatively married.
But what was
for
this
a
diner
very
you would
long
go
time.
to? What was this diner called?
What was it called?
And it was
It was
upstate
in-
New York.
It was in Rockland County. Oh my God, I
Means
don't
nothing to
remember. It
me.
had a
I'm
Where's
Greek
gonna toss
Rockland?
out a
name.
random.
You ever
It
hear
was-
when people
it
go
was a
like, "Oh, it's
Greek
in this fucking
diner.
county"? Like,
It
oh
was-
yeah, I
okay.
know what
Oh.
that means.
Up from New York City. It was in Rockland County, and it had a Greek name.
Like a
But they
Coney
had-
Island type thing.
No, just a
Oh.
Greek diner. In New York, there's Greek diners all over. Just
Oh yeah, it's a
the
Michigan thing too.
best shit they had at 4 o'clock in the morning when the bars closed and we stumble over there.
Hell yeah.
I had those days. Oh yes.
There was no
Yes.
Little
cutoff
Chef is our
time
place.
in Annapolis. It was just whatever was reasonable. So there was always the one bar that would stay open 1 hour later than all the other bars, and everyone would, drunk as hell, would go to that bar and try and finish off the night, and it was fucking mayhem. But you would see people in there that you hadn't seen all night, and of course everyone was like totally wrecked, so it'd be like, yeah, and oh my God, we're all going back to my house. It was so
Oh,
crazy. Those times, I can't believe it. Like when I got to
I can't
50
believe
years
I
old,
lived through those.
Yeah, how the
days.
That's
hell did
what
you
I'm
make it
saying.
through
I
that?
can't believe I'm alive with the
when I hit
shit that went
50,
on
I
in my
thought back
life.
to my 20s, my early 20s, and I was like, wow, I had a lot of opportunity to not make it here.
Me too. Sam,
30.
my friend, wants me to. He says if I went on Soft White Underbelly and told my story, do you know? Everybody knows that show. Told my real story of it's on YouTube, and he interviews a lot of people that are fucked up people or some not, but like
Oh, just
I-
interviewing a
I-
bunch of fucked up motherfuckers.
he's down on the he's down.
Let's take
no,
advantage of people
he's-
that are all
he-
fucked up.
He doesn't.
Put them
He
on
doesn't take-
camera.
He doesn't.
Hey, buddy.
take advantage. Check his
Tell us
channel
how
out.
fucked up you are.
He's down on Skid Row in LA.
Oh,
But
shit, okay.
actually, he interviews all kinds of people. But Sam's convinced that, my story from my younger days could help others that say, wow, if she could do it, get out of the biker life or whatever. I'm not disclosing too much, but it is amazing.
You were
that-
deep in. Yeah.
should.
I mean,
Deep
you could have
in.
gotten killed.
no shit, I got shot at. I know.
Boom.
Crazy.
This fucker shot right at me. And he gave me a
What
flat
a
tire,
fucking piece
but
of
he
shit.
didn't. Yeah, piece of shit. Yep. Oh yeah. I know a lot about a lot of things, but I also don't want to get my ass in trouble, even though it's a long time ago.
Ah, fuck them. Statute of limitations.
Yeah,
Let it all out.
Not in that community. Jesus Christ. I still know them. But it's amazing that I am alive. I think about it. I do think about it. And I think about sometimes the things I went through. How am I alive? How did I live through? I got mugged in New Jersey. I mean, I've had so much shit
In
happen.
New Jersey? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
How did I go?
Holy
Yeah, really,
fuck.
assholes. But I just don't know how I am here. There's a reason. And it was to meet all of you.
It's to do this show. Yeah.
It was to do this show.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think back to how I would never stop. Like here's like a day. I would get up at like 6 a.m, get a cab to a cafe where I worked, which was a wine bar in the afternoon, evening, and night. And so I would get in there,
Hoboken.
pour a Jameson and ginger ale, have some espresso, work, go next door to the tavern where I was a line cook, beers, whiskey, cook till around 11:30, party at the bar, free beer because I worked there. Then go to this other bar for the
And
late
you're like
night.
chopping shit up with knives. You're like fucking blowing up
Was
gas.
actually very good at it. I was a
You're
saute
fucking,
cook,
you
very
know,
good at it.
causing chemical
I
reactions.
bet you were.
I was very good at it. And then get up the next day and do if it was a day off from the cafe, do party all night, right? And then the
Party
next
all
day
night.
be at the historic building where I was the gardener.
Yeah, we're
and
at the
assist the
historic building.
handyman, drink
What
beers
does that
at
mean?
lunch.
Historic building.
It was-
Why is it historic? Is it like
was the
built out of
Chase Lloyd
rocks or
House.
something?
William
Chase.
Chase was one of the signers of the Declaration of
He
Independence.
was a
Oh.
historic signer.
It's in Colonial Annapolis. Yeah.
cool.
It was
That's cool.
made a historic building.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the tour where the guys dress up like colonial guys walk up and down the street and give tours.
That's
And
cool.
they would say, "There's the gardener," and to the kids, and I'd be like, "Hi, kids, I'm the gardener." But it was really, I was just like this drunk fuck up who had a job in the Rose Garden a few days a week. It was for a few hours. Then go back to my house, get super ripped, go
Hey,
out,
kids.
party all night, but like working off 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep max.
Oh my God, I literally lived like that for
Yeah.
probably 10 years.
That
Never
was
slept,
crazy.
worked all night, party till whatever.
Party,
get up and
groups
do
of
it all
friends,
over
lots
again.
of people.
Yeah.
Never stop.
That's like me, but I'm just
Oh my
inside and I have
gosh.
no friends. And I'm just
Maybe
alone.
that's why my health is fucked up now because of all the abuse.
But yeah,
But it
I never
wasn't
told you this.
necessarily drugs, though. I wasn't like, I looked, do you think I was ever a person that needed cocaine? I'm so hyper. I don't like it. I never liked
Oh, you never did cocaine?
No,
I
did
didn't.
it. I did it, but I didn't like it.
I always wanted to be like mellow, not hi guys. I was
No,
wanted to
they
be
all
very calm.
tried. All the girlfriends I had, everybody was snorting.
Look at
coke. I
Jake.
didn't really like it.
Jake's like, I'm doing cocaine right now.
No, I
Are
did
you?
a tremendous amount in the past, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Tell me
Because
more.
I'll tell you, if I could do anything right now, there's a lot of things I'd say, but the real answer is what I'd like to do most is some cocaine. Definitely,
Cocaine.
it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't. It's
As
super,
in,
super
you've been
addictive. It's the only-
actively addicted for 15 years, or
And what the hell is in
yeah, like I
cocaine
feel like it's
these
probably
days?
never gonna go away. Like I've smoked periodically, and I've just forgotten to buy cigarettes for like months at a time. I drank heavily for a while, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just got out of it. But the
The
only thing where I'm
cigarettes.
like, oh, there's an
didn't
unnatural
smoke.
chemical pull to do this thing is cocaine for sure.
I was
I
snorting
had a-
like 3 packs of Winston's
I-
a day. It was insane.
I never smoked. I did have a boyfriend that was a smuggler, and I used to pick him up from the Newark airport, and he would go
like
down to
from
Florida.
Canada?
No, he would smuggle up coke from Florida. And back then, you just brought it right on the fucking plane, had your
Jesus.
bag, and he
So-
would have this big ass bag.
Hold on. Now I never told Andrea that you never heard me talk about being the gardener at this historic building and the tours that would come by, and I would
No, I
stop
never
and
heard. Well, I never heard.
lean over
Hey,
the
kids,
fence.
I'm the guard.
I would
never
lean
heard
over the
that one.
fence and listen to the tour.
I am so sorry. I've got to jump, but it was lovely seeing
Oh,
you
no.
again.
have to
Oh well, I
Jake's
mean
it.
it's 11 o'clock.
It's
He's got to
11.
go meet his dealer.
11:06
you know.
p.m. on
Okay,
this
would
goes.
you please?
Yeah,
give
Jake's
us-
like that. We
Cane
talked
in
about
the-
coke
in the
enough.
old
I gotta
bags
go.
there.
Jake, give us a parting.
Okay,
Sure.
my parting thoughts. See you next week.
Bye, Jake.
Okay, that was
Could've done better. That
short
was
and
better.
sweet.
I kind of
Hi.
used
Mediocre
it.
Jake's it. Let's be
I'm
honest.
so happy he came.
It's in the bottom 5 percentile of Jake's it's.
But
Yeah,
I'm glad
I've
he
seen
was
better.
there. We had fun tonight. No, this was.
I
fun.
drank
I'm
like
having
half a
good time.
bottle of wine tonight, so I'm a
Oh.
little fucked up.
Not me. I think the only time I drank was when I drank at Christmas. Right? Remember those? I drank those.
Oh yeah, and then you
That-
made was that the show you made Letterhack
If-
mad as fuck? He
No,
was like,
I
I
thought
can't
that
believe
was
you
the
fucked
pot.
up my show, man.
thought that was
came
the
after the
pot.
show ended. Letterhack was like, "You really
Oh,
fucked
really?
up my show,
From
man."
one busy alcohol drink? No, that was the pot night that I got.
Oh yeah, that
I
was a
got
good one.
way too
Um,
stoned.
I was
on
like,
this
"Yeah,
show.
man, these pants are full of shit."
But look, you don't remember You never heard me talk about gardening at this place, and it was haunted and all that. Maybe it was members only. I talked about that.
Yeah, I've heard the haunted stuff, but never in the context of, hey kids, I'm the gardener.
No, well, so they'd bring a tour by, and sometimes it was kids, sometimes it was adults, but like they would stop at the garden, and I would lean over the fence because I was like, oh, take a break, right? Like I was probably hungover or
Yeah.
wished I was drunker. So I'd hang over the fence and listen. And I got to know this one colonial, and they would dress like colonial guys.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
they
wig
got
and
the hats on, the triangles,
and he would say, "This is Matt. He's the gardener." And it was a real like, who are the people in your neighborhood kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Rogers, or I guess that was Sesame Street. But anyway, it was just cool that it's a historic building, but it's not just there. Like there's somebody working here. There's a lot of historic buildings, and it's like, who makes this look this way? I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Hey kids,
That's all
I'm
right.
the gardener.
Listen, where I live, there are people that really do live like that. I mean, look like that in the Amish.
Oh wait, is
looking
Looney
hats.
Tunes not in my chat?
I don't know where he is. Where's Looney?
Looney Tunes said in the chat earlier,
Looney-
and I quote, "Bye guys, gonna go watch Matt Binder. He betrayed us. He left the show to watch Matt Binder."
Wow, this is such a much more stressless show tonight.
You could watch that shit on the video, man. This is a live experience. Does Matt Binder read the chat in real time?
No, I was just
And have
watching.
fun,
I was just listening
not
to
having-
Annie on his show while we were talking, and I saw LT9K say, "You guys missed Annie on Binder," and I said, "No, I was just watching it." But I said it in my chat. I think he's in your chat.
No,
Oh no,
I
maybe
don't
he is
see
in
him.
my chat.
I don't see him in my chat.
Maybe
He's in my chat. Looney, are you still here? He just said the Jason, but he goes between all the chats because he is the miracle man. I mean, he can manage. I don't know how he does it. He must have 3 computers open and phone and everything.
Yeah, was Matt Binder a historic building gardener? Can we get congressional baseball fan on the show? Like this guy's got, this is a really hard-hitting question because Looney Tunes, apparently, I mean, you saw Sandy just singing this guy's praises. He's not even here to hear about his song of his praises. He's watching Matt fucking Binder, the left-wing aristocrat. He's got like hundreds of viewers. Everyone knows about Matt Binder. He's watching him instead of this show.
Congressional baseball fan,
we have
legendary
tens of viewers. We have tens of viewers.
Legendary majority report
over
IMer.
quantity.
And it's just a really good chat message because I can't believe anyone would watch. Like, why is Matt Binder even live right now? That's the real question we should be asking.
I hung out with Binder's dad in Brooklyn. It was awesome. I was like, man, I'd like to just go hang out with this guy.
God, could you imagine having like a cool dad? I'm jealous. Binder's dad is cooler than Binder. Let's be honest here.
That is true.
That is true. I wish I wish I could say that. Like, could you imagine if my dad was cooler than me? That would be awesome, man. Wow. I'm jealous.
Somebody asked me to rip up RFK Jr. in 50 words or more.
Or more. Well,
not tonight.
We could be here all night with 50 words or more. We could go on for a while.
Things I do agree with him on, illnesses and things, but not his methods, and he's not qualified. Thank you, Andrea. That was so.
What
do you guys know? Hold on, there is a YouTuber called Ebb and Flow.
Really?
And when sometimes you go to somebody's YouTube page and you're like, wait, how many people are involved here? Have you guys seen this guy who's like animated when he does his videos? He doesn't show himself on screen.
Like that galactic guy?
Yeah, but this one in particular, have you seen this?
No.
Because I went to his page, his channel, and I was like, okay, you know how I take recommendations.
All right.
Was recommended. This person was recommended more than once, and I was like, yeah, okay. I think I figured out that they're an adult, right? Like over 18. Because that's always a concern of mine. If you don't see them, then how do you know? But
You don't want to
I don't wanna say
accidentally interview a child on the Letter Hack Show.
right, because the channel
This is a no kids is allowed zone
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Letter Hack Show program industries.
So I
Industry.
said, yeah, and it's ebb and flow, and it's like, okay, is there ebb and flow?
Oh, I see the two of them. I have
Because
no
then
idea.
there's ebb podcast, and I was like, okay, is flow? Who am I inviting on here? Because if it's that person with the animated face, that's who I want to talk to.
You
If
mean
it's
like
somebody else, I don't know their
who are
content.
who are the two women that used to go to all the Trump shit back in the first
Diamond and
administration?
Silk.
Yeah, Diamond and Silk. One of them.
But like,
died.
how do I
Yeah,
Do I
one of them
send him that
died from
picture
like
and
the
say-
fucking coronavirus. God damn.
Yeah.
They didn't want to come clean with that one.
But should I
God
show them
Damn,
that
I mean,
picture and
critical
say,
support to coronavirus 19 for killing some of the fucking worst people of all time,
damn.
including mostly Trump voters.
You
I
know,
need
here,
people to help me out with this ebb and
Anything.
flow because I
All
don't
right.
want to invite somebody else.
I was trying to get Ebb, and then Flo came on, and then it all kind of fell apart from there.
Yeah, and I'm like, Flo, what do you do? And it's like, oh, I wrote an interview for this guy with the green cartoon face.
Oh yeah, you know, you thought you were getting Ebb.
No, but you see how that would backfire.
so
right?
then
Yeah.
don't just say, just take a pass.
No, I'm gonna send him this picture and be like,
I
are
want
you
this
ebb
guy.
and flow or like how can I get this guy? I'm
I
trying to
want this.
this guy.
This is what I want.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
This
gonna
is
say I'm
behind the
partnering with
scenes
this
with
guy.
the letter. This is how a Letterhack invites guests on the show, sending images of their own face, saying, "I want this on my program."
That is the guy who thoroughly debunked
Yes.
the Venezuelan gangs taking over Aurora, Colorado apartment complexes
Oh, I thought they
that-
took it all over. I thought there
that
was the
Anna
Empire of
Kasparian fucked
Venezuela.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
There-
no, they
that's
took
the
over all the
guy that
apartments.
exposed her,
So
and
what
that's
It
is
was
the
like,
real
yeah, it was
guy?
crazy. They took it over. They had
Oh.
guns. They had turrets on the
I-
roof. You know,
Maybe
like,
the channel is
it was a
really,
military takeover. You
it's
know?
ebb and flow.
They even had their own internal
Ebb
election.
and flow.
But that's why I'm trying to get that person on because I want to talk about that stuff, not somebody else who does I don't know what. But it's kind of confusing when you go to the web channel. I was like, I don't know.
I love Orb Rumor.
I've
Did
been
we take back Springfield yet?
I've been to web channels before or YouTube channels where it's like they have
Fucking
no
web channels?
subscribers.
What was
Yeah,
that? Web
I-
channels? Where
I
did that come from?
1990.
I was
Like,
never-
yeah, Jesus. Like when you're writing a website in 1994, web channels? What the fuck?
But
No,
like you see, they
CompuServe.
have like a few hundred subs. They
Uh,
have no views on any of their videos, and then they have playlists of
it's
other,
one dude.
somehow it's other people's playlist with millions of views and stuff like from mainstream news. And I'm like, how the fuck are you putting this on your channel? I don't understand. Why am I seeing this?
There's a lot of odd.
Well, you can put any video in a playlist. So a lot of people will make
Yes.
playlists of other people's videos
and make them public. They
and then
will
make them
share
public. And
right.
then you can
they getting
accidentally you can
revenue
click
off that?
on a video on the recommended feed, but it will be like a video and part of a playlist, and then it'll automatically autoplay your horse shit unless you have that shit disabled.
Right, right.
It's the worst
And
thing
it
in the
won't-
world, man.
but
What
it
were they
won't
thinking?
be-
Oh,
It won't be
Wow.
it won't be a copyright because it's just their playlist and
So I
and
can
it's
take
played
all of.
from the other person's website. It's not played from yours.
Okay. Okay. So I see. So
They're not ripping shit like
so
I
they're
do.
just like, here's what I'm basically putting my liked videos on my homepage. Basically.
yeah, basically. That's what it is.
Well, Boondrocks Dragon has said he's actually a hip hop artist from Detroit. I don't think he ever saw
That's who I'm
himself-
trying to get on. Yeah.
Okay, and he is a one person.
What's
it's
with the
just spoken-
ampersands?
I don't know.
If a hip hop artist would use the letter N.
what?
Why don't you ask this person?
What? What did I? What was
Okay.
that?
Okay. Ebb and flow.
Oh, you mean
Jeez,
it should
Andrea?
be
So
N? The word
about-
N.
think about Ben and Jerry's
the
ice
letter
cream.
was-
Is that one
yeah.
guy?
Ben and Jerry's. It
That's-
wasn't.
Two guys. right?
Right.
The Koch brothers. That was two guys.
Well, we
right?
had one of them
Matt,
on
do
the
you
show a
think that
while
you
ago.
are
About 10 minutes.
dissecting this a little too much?
I don't want to end up with somebody on the show that I don't want.
So
invite
then
on the
have
show.
a show with him on without live first. If you're not sure of somebody, that's what
That's
I
why
do.
I'm bringing it up. How do I go about saying?
Invite him to do a test video.
How do I know
and-
it's him and not the person I don't want?
Oh,
How do I
Lord.
know who I'm
this
fucking
is a
emailing
really
here?
I'm getting
confusing
a headache.
situation here.
I don't want to
getting a
email
headache.
two people and be talking to the one who I don't want on the show.
Then ask, are you the fucking one I want?
Isn't that rude? Yeah. That's why I don't want to do it. You
Like
see
a
my
danger.
predicament?
Listen. I know how to do it right. You just say, listen, I am interested in the person that did. Are you that person? They'll say yes or no.
Just send an email. I'd like the guy with the green
Stop
skin. if
worrying.
I'll
possible.
email.
All right.
Email. I'll email him right now. We'll meet here.
No.
No,
Do
I
it.
got the draft.
Do it.
All I gotta do is hit send. I'll email
Yeah,
him right
hit
now.
send. Do it. You won't. Come on.
You are so much
Do it.
better than I am. I am so discombobulated with getting guests and doing it. I am
I don't. I'm
not
I just gave
professional
up.
anymore.
I stopped my show. That's how bad I am.
know, but
I was like,
I think
fuck
you
it.
have a
Turn
reason.
the power off.
I think you have a reason. I don't even share it anymore in the I don't turn it on because you're not doing it. But I understand your reason.
Well, you don't share what? You don't share
I don't
what?
put your I don't have it up on my other screen to your channel because you're not live on it.
Betrayal.
The
This is-
betrayal.
You gotta open it up anyway, you know?
Why? For the 3 months ago stuff?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make money off of my old.
Oh,
I'm trying to survive here. You gotta
Well,
watch
that
my
I
videos
would
on
do-
repeat over and over.
okay.
I'm just
well,
kidding. I'm just,
Put it on my phone. Go clean the house and have
yeah,
your
just
videos
put it on the
play.
phone, walk
Just-
away, don't
yeah.
listen to anything. You don't need to hear any of that fucking bullshit anyway. Give me a break.
Yeah, it's not. You saved my shit, my mind during the pandemic. Yeah,
Well, that's
you
good.
did. You knew you did. A lot of us every morning.
Well,
My God.
and now I'm
it's
insane,
never-
and
it's
now I have a
never been-
permanent
but it's
mental health
not-
crisis.
No, but it's never been the same.
Yeah.
You have a reason. Look where we live. Look what's happened.
Well, I look where you live. You don't know where I'm at.
No, I don't know where you are at, but look at what's happening. You could be in who knows where.
I'm on
Ethiopia.
Mars, actually.
Be in Ethiopia. We'll make sure you're safe.
I'm on Venus. Venus is a little bit it's a nicer climate, I'm trying to get used to what Earth is going to be like in 40 years.
Yeah,
Trying to get
because
that little
Earth-
training.
if there is 40 years. Oh, Doomer coming out.
You're gonna want to go northeast. That's probably your best bet. Like for
But what
North-
happens when you go
northeast
northeast
Mars?
so far? It becomes
already
in
northeast.
the next 100 years. Yeah, Sandy, you're sitting pretty.
But I'm gonna be dead anyway.
Well, I'm gonna live as soon as Trump gets Greenland. I'm going up there.
Wait, why are people putting one in the chat? What's going on? People are
LOL,
posting the
'Cause
number
these
one.
fucking people, they're
fucking
just a bunch of
it's one-
drones.
They're saying
Someone
they're
says post
doing it as
one in the chat, and they're
yeah.
all like, one. I'm
One
gonna say
person.
one. Hey
One.
guys, one.
One
Who said post
is
one in the
the
chat?
loneliest
They're a bunch
number.
of fucking
Hey,
goddamn.
Morbius,
fucking-
Wait.
thank you for gifting a
Jeez.
membership.
Did I already decide to start getting high again all night and just forgot?
Yeah. No, we're having a good time and it's making us high on life. Baby, we
Thanks,
are
Mobius
high on
Dragon.
life.
I ran out of wine, so I finished. I
Thank
drank like half a
you.
bottle of wine. This whole bottle was like $4.
You don't get a headache.
I've never had a hangover. I'm waiting for it. I'm
You
one of
don't
these
get a
days.
headache from wine. I
Never,
can't drink wine.
never.
It's-
I
it stays
I got the
there forever.
alcoholic genes, I guess.
Oh, stop.
Several people in my family have died from alcoholism, so
Oh,
I'm trying my best to join the ranks.
Come
Live
on.
on stream, ideally. Do a live.
at
Oh.
Channeling Bill Burt O'Reilly.
Maybe we'll have to
do
have
it
you in
live.
our Doomer movie that Sam. We're
Well,
planning
I
a-
love
a
Doom.
Doomer
I'm
movie.
a Doom fan.
No, I'm talking about a real Doomer movie. Like there was recently a movie called
Did you say real? Is that the
20
word you said?
22
Real?
after. Okay, and this guy re-let
'Cause
it
that
out.
implies that what I like is fake, which is not. That's
No,
not
no, no.
Re-let it
I
out?
mean, like a doomer.
not good.
We want to
Re-released it?
redo. Yeah, he re-released it. He had made it 10 years ago, and it's called 22 After, and I'll send you the link. I mean, it was a indie movie, and it was
Like in
I-
Indiana?
no indie movie. Like this guy,
Indiana Jones? Like that?
Independent.
independent,
We
and
say indie in the biz.
it was
Hello, Matt.
well,
Thank you
now
for
my
joining
friend Sam,
I was having a
the king
conversation
of
with
the
Sandy up here.
king
And
of the
Oh, my bad.
Doomosphere.
Yeah.
Sam, the king of the Doomosphere, says we have enough people that we can make this happen. And I'm like, okay, I've got the camera. I just have to
Wait,
fix my tripod.
I'm sorry, Sandy. Can you
We're going
rewind a
to
little bit?
act this.
Okay, what are we acting?
We're acting the apocalypse, actually.
Okay, all right. I'm in.
The collapse.
I watched fucking Mad Max
Post-collapse
Fury
movie.
Road the other day, man. That shit was awesome.
Yeah. Watch it black and white.
Okay.
They re-released it black and white. They call it the Chrome edition. It's
I'll watch it.
Well, to make this, I have to lose like 40 pounds because one person made a comment in his chat, literally said, well, it would have been realistic if everybody didn't have a little flesh on them. I'm like, come back in 6 weeks. I mean, what was the producer, the guy that did it supposed to do? Ask for
Well, we gotta get
emaciated
Christian Bale. He
half-dead
loves losing weight
actors.
for movies. Yeah. Get him in here.
Isn't it fitting now that we have
I
been
need it.
saying Left Past 10 live from the apocalypse?
I know it is. And look at why do we have all those nasty nuclear bumps?
I got this bump. Look at this.
we're
It's right here. Look
radiated.
at that. Look, I got it.
Matt
It's actually real.
radiated.
Look at our tongues.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
we're radiated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to transform.
I
Yeah.
sent them all to my
Look at that.
mother. My
Look at
Now
mom
look.
loves them, by the way, Matt.
that. Look at
Oh.
that.
I sent them
Now-
all to my mom.
I don't know if people have actually noticed, but all of season 2, except for our first episode, the thumbnails have been
Yes.
an evolving storyline.
It is.
And you can go back. you
And
can go
now
back and
here
look at
we
those.
are
I just have
finally
to go,
talking about it. This has
"Oh,
been behind the scenes.
My face.
And Matt
Oh
and
my.
I had a
Members
private
only.
bet that these fucking idiots that watch the show.
They
That's what I'm
noticed.
talking about you. I'm talking about you fucking morons.
They already
You didn't bring it
noticed.
up a single time. You didn't bring it up once. Why? Because
They
it's
have.
fucking dumb. You're a
They've
bunch
been
of
bringing it up.
fucking morons. What the hell are you even doing here? It's just in one ear, out the other. You don't even know what the hell is going on.
They've
We're
been
fucking
bringing it up.
green. We're green. Don't you think that's alarming? Isn't that
It's
fucking
very
isn't that like
alarming.
something that you
went
should
from-
fucking talk about it? Maybe I don't know.
Frying pan.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking goddamn Christ.
We'll have to have Matt make
My
our
God.
our graphics for our Doom movie that we're gonna film this summer.
This is
Someone say
when
Doom?
The collapse. Yeah, we're all gonna
This
be
is when
like
everyone-
survivors.
really started to go, wait, what's going on with this now?
Yeah, I know. I was like, we have helmets on now. We're trying to keep ourselves from being
Bo
radiated.
Zed. We got Bo Zed in the chat. This
I
is my second Left
I
Past 10.
think that these
Welcome
have
to
been
the
brilliant.
showgram, Bo Zed.
Who's here?
Hopefully this is your
Bo
favorite
Z.
show so far.
Bozy. Hi, Bo Zed.
Bo,
Zed is
I-
is Russian.
I
Zed.
was in the chat for Left of the Box earlier, and apparently at some point Sandy Lovis was trying to figure out how to spell the name of a character from a novel that she wrote. And I wanted to circle back because
She's so
everyone apparently
talented.
was telling her that she should ask me how to spell it. And the name was Brody. And I was like, well, there's a couple ways I would spell it. And she goes, he's from Chicago. And I was like, oh, well, use the Scottish version, which is Broddy. And that's Brody. But I think people think it's it's Brody. But I think people thought it was Brody, but it's
Wow.
Brody.
Brawdy.
We got Left of
No.
the Box in the chat.
Oh, okay.
By the
there.
way, this is fucked.
Yes.
Broddy
shit
is
behind the
Brody, like short
we're
for
not.
Broderick.
Oh, really?
And I posted a link
Broderick.
in Sandy, I posted a link in your chat.
Oh,
I DM'd as well on Blue Sky. I wonder if Sandy already got back to me.
nice.
But I DM'd the pronunciation
how
so that
many
you can see it was
Sandys do we
official.
know? We got
There's
2 on this show.
There's EE
We
and
got Lefty the
I
Bot.
am
How many
Y.
Sandys are there?
We have Sandy with 2 E's and I am Sandy with the
But I
Y.
did
And
send
then
the
we have Sandy
pronunciation.
IE with the orange
Yeah,
background.
we need to find a Sandy with an I.
If the guy's name is Brody and he lives in Chicago, maybe they call him Brody because he was named after his mom's maiden name, Broderick, or something. You can put a little backstory in there, but it's Scottish.
Maiden name? That's right.
It's pronounced Brody. Broddy.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back, but do not end the show. I do not consent to the show being ended. I'll be right back.
No ending of the. Well, we should end the show right now. Sandy, you want to do it? Should we?
I swear to fucking God. See, I wait like half a second before I get out of here because I never know when you fuckers are gonna conspire against me. Here I am holding in. I've drank half a bottle of wine. I gotta urinate really bad, but I'm being held hostage because if I take a break, who knows what's gonna happen?
Well, I'm not going to
I'm gonna
do
get a
2
bladder
full
infection.
hours.
This
I
is
don't
horrible.
think.
This is I'm about to die over here.
You're all right.
Do not end the show. Do not end the show. I will.
I'm not ending, but I won't be as long as you guys, I'm sure. I'm sure. But no, this has been really fun tonight. You know why? Because the stress just lifted. You know, it has been so heavy everywhere. And I haven't been feeling well. I have to say I had a flare, but I just like feel much better.
Good.
That's why I do this show.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for, is therapy.
This is what we do.
Right. Oh, somebody wants me to do a flush of the week, but Matt does not have the Environmental Coffee House flush. He doesn't have that sound effect. And I can't play it. I could play it probably if I pulled it up.
Yeah, I mean, best I can do.
Oh, yeah, you love that one. All right, I'm gonna try to.
That, or this one's kind of loud.
Dumb! They're dumb! They're dumb!
That's a good
burn.
one. Oh my God, that's a great one.
We love the letter hack, and we appreciate their work.
Oop. Wait, I gotta turn us off. I'm gonna get us a flush. Toilet flush, but I have to find the sound effects. I'm gonna get us a flush. Okay.
One time I had a dog. Speaking of names, one time I had a dog, and I named him 5 Miles.
Miles.
So I could tell people I walked 5 miles every day. Did you get it, or is this just like?
You can't hear it?
Oh no, I can hear it. I was asking if you got my joke.
Oh, I was busy flushing. Okay, let's hear your joke.
I'm not going to repeat it.
God damn it. Okay.
Better
No,
when you don't get it.
I just now feel like flushing. Oh, that's what the Andrea's doing. Okay, everybody. Sound effects.
Cats from scratching.
Oh, he's out there.
Nadia Yvette Chambers, we've clearly already been taken over by a conspiracy of neo-Nazis.
Yep.
Dominionists.
Yes, we have.
Theonomists. And integral. Hey, what's with the big words, Nadia? You know I have to read these, right?
Nadia,
we got on left past 10. We have an average IQ of about 45.
Who are firm believers in the death penalty for sodomy and deemed trans such. That's yeah, it's pretty. Dangerous.
Yes, and they want to ban porn, and that's hypocritical. They really are crazy. Project 2025.
I do like seeing, and I know it's too little too late, but I like seeing the Republican voters in their town halls being unruly and getting hauled out.
Oh
Yeah, that's
no,
good.
dude! I can't.
They're getting dragged
Yeah.
out, and it's like,
I
yep,
can't
now it's your
watch this.
turn,
These
jerky. I guess.
motherfuckers- These are the fucking dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Going like, okay, so the fucking cut like the month after this guy takes office, now you're gonna go to the town hall. Maybe you should have done that fucking 5 months ago. You
What
should have
with
read the
all the
fucking news, you
layoffs?
stupid fucking bimbo and Republicans goddamn fucking doing. Like, oh, Jesus, I can't watch them. Like, they're just infuriating to watch these fucking morons.
Well, the Good Liars. When I watch the Good Liars, it is very disturbing. I cringe at. I
It's-
watched them do
it's
their interview.
disturbing. It's like watching a fucking horror film.
I know
These
the
are-
people
these are
that came out
allegedly
of-
allegedly they want me to believe that we are both the same species, that we have the
No.
same level of intellect. That's what they want
No.
me to believe, that MAGA and people like us are the same. I'm fundamentally, man, what the hell's going? They're like feral cats, you know, like you don't fucking educate them properly in the first 6 weeks and now they're fucking insane. They don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I hate these fucking guys. I hate Republicans. Oh, Jesus, get them out.
It's pretty obnoxious,
hate
but
the word hate, but
I
it's
do
easy
think
these days.
I do think it's evidence that you can get them. You'll never change their vote, right? They will. These same people would vote Republican all over again, but this is evidence that you can get them to join with you to fight for
Right.
policy
Yeah,
and certain
but
legislation.
will
Not all
say-
of them, mind
Yeah,
you.
some of
these
them
people
feel
are
like
just
this.
total racist
Even well, this is what I was dealing with. I was trying to be very nice on a letter to this little local newspaper, the comment section where they were talking about our congressman voting for that budget. And I said, well, gee, we're a rural community and our hospitals and facilities and nursing homes really get a big share from Medicaid. And if you have a grandma in a nursing home, that may not happen for very long. And this person writes back, well, I don't care. I don't like these people that do nothing and get handouts. This is all they
Dude,
think about.
these
They have
motherfuckers,
no
they
empathy.
are fucking insane. It's not even empathy. This is like it's a beyond empathy. They're fucking ridiculous. They're fucking like fucking feral beast machines. They're fucking like.
But I was very nice about it.
Very
And I still can't believe the selfishness of.
I'm not talking about
Jesus.
Moms of Liberty or literal Nazis and all the I get it. I'm not saying we can work with MAGA. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are people who just vote Republican and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing and they realize it too late.
That to
You
me, that's a
can-
prerequisite for being a shit fuck. You don't know. You haven't paid attention at all. You haven't read a single news article about anything relevant in 10 years.
Yeah, I know,
And
but
you
there
want me to
are
respect you in any way, shape, and form? Give me
There's
a fucking
always-
break.
but there's always a path to reform, right? And it's like
Yeah.
some people really are going to have to fucking pay their dues and earn it to get back in the good graces of everyone else. Other people, it's like, yeah, you made a mistake. Fucking sucks. I'm glad you're owning it. Meanwhile, let's get healthcare. What the fuck is with the minimum wage? Like, get the fuck
Right.
over. Stop banning books, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Because they all lost their jobs and Medicaid at the same time. Like, it's kind of funny, but maybe
That's
now you
the
know
thing,
it's the
though.
rest
Like,
of us have been fighting
my
for.
opinion is, we gotta honestly, we just gotta outlast these motherfuckers. Like, they're just gonna fucking.
It's just
They're
like during
shooting
COVID where it was
themselves in
like,
the
oh my
foot.
gosh, we can outlive them. Wow. They're
Okay,
not going to take
there's-
the vaccine.
This is the
Okay.
word we have to use. Pathocracy. We are
Yeah.
psychopathocracy. I'll be doing something on it. I'm collaborating with.
Well, I
somebody
mean,
on
to
that
me
word.
personally, like, it's less of psychopathocracy and more of like,
Oh wait.
it's like, I think that there are 75 million psychopaths in the country, like all Republican voters. Are they all psychopaths? I don't think so.
But the
they're-
leaders
they're-
are. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm more concerned with the 70 million motherfuckers that voted for fucking Jeffrey Epstein's best friend, pedophile rapist in the
Yeah.
White House.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm with you.
Well,
I
Like
mean,
it's
nice
like
that
yeah,
people-
we're gonna have like 10 or 15 or 30 or let's say 10,000 crazy fuckers in the world. You want to call them psychopaths, maybe whatever, but we're gonna have some evil fuckers in the world. Okay, not all psychopaths are evil, by the way. It's a medical
but
condition.
look, I mean,
But like, it's the people that follow them. Like, are all
Mhm.
70 million psychopaths? Maybe.
No.
But like, it's like, what the fuck do we do in a
This
world where
is the
70 million?
thing.
It's a cancerous fucking tumor that we
Consider
need to
this.
excise. Send them
I-
to fucking Australia or some shit, man. What
okay,
the fuck?
consider this though. I'm not disagreeing with you about. I'm as upset as anybody. But I do think, and I know some of these folks, like there are so many people who vote Republican because they're voting against the Democrats. They don't know exactly what they're voting for. They're just voting again. Now, you take one look at any Democratic leader and tell me they're worth voting for. They're fucking not, right? So, like, I get it. But if they're voting against them because they're loser, do nothing, bought off, well, that's your guy too. If you're voting against them because you think they're drinking the blood of children in the back of a pizza place to stay young forever, you've gone around the bend. I'm not really going to be able to hold a decent conversation with you.
Well, this
But
is
if you're
one of the
just
things
checking
about
boxes without thinking
we
about
don't
it,
have an education system. We've never had an education
that's
system.
yeah.
We
It's
have.
only been written by fucking
Not
white
everywhere.
supremacist neo-Nazi cocksuckers. That's who's ever. We've never had a proper education system in this fucking country. You've had to pay for it. You have to be a fucking member of an aristocratic family to get even a remotely decent education. So people are born and bred and raised and taught to be dumb motherfucking drones that just fucking follow
Workers.
whoever's got the fucking most money. Donald
Yeah,
Trump
but-
got money. By the way, he doesn't fucking have money. When he ran for president, this guy was a broke ass bitch the first time. Like, this guy doesn't have fucking money.
I get it,
But
though.
they
I mean-
fucking- he looks like he's got the golden hair, so people think he's got golden skin because he's fucking orange, right? Like, people think he's got money, and they've been taught to be dumb. That's the problem, is we don't have a fucking education system or even a parallelized education system.
Right.
We've just got a bunch of people that are trained to be the dumbest, most gullible motherfuckers on planet Earth. That guy's
Well,
orange. He's got to
we
be
did
having my
not do
best
that.
interest in mind.
In where I worked in my school, we had some amazing professors and taught some amazing things. So I can't paint that brush on everybody.
No, you gotta know though, the whole South is fucking
Well, I'm
wrecked.
not
They
in the
don't.
South.
They're
I'm in New York.
fucked!
I'm
Dude,
in
Yeah.
they
New
are
York.
fucked. Louisiana. You
We're
think
smart
fucking
in New
motherfuckers in
York.
Louisiana? They are fucked. And we're
Okay,
not
but
talking
look,
about
here's
the
the
good dick
thing.
kind of fucked. We're talking
Poor
about the really
Louis.
bad kind of
It-
fucked. Like, they don't have, like, they will never even learn a single language in their entire life. These people are illiterate.
Andrew, what are you
and I
gonna
don't
do?
mean-
What are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do? We could fucking teach them to read, for Christ's goddamn sake.
Okay,
you
this is
know?
what I'm saying.
Fuck.
There's a small percentage that are just voting blind. And that there's a large percentage
Call
of
them
people
up
who
and
are
tell them
voting
to
blind.
vote on Wednesday. Do whatever you need to do. Get them out of here, man. We can't deal with this shit
They
anymore.
are
Well,
duped.
Canada's vote's coming.
They are duped by
They're gonna vote to
populist
join
rhetoric.
us. I get. Canada's
This
going
is
to be part
why-
of the U.S. by the
No, they
2030s.
are
100%.
not.
Canada's
Hold
going
on,
to be
no,
part of the
wait.
U.S. by 2030.
Andrew, I have a
Yeah.
question for. Hold on, you cannot rant like that for all that time and not let me ask you one
Okay, yeah, okay.
question
Go, go, go.
about.
I'm
the
sorry.
stuff
I'm
you're
a
talking
little.
about.
I'm a little
If
drunk.
they are giving in to populist rhetoric, you know they would have voted for Bernie Sanders, right? Like, a lot of these people, they vote for Trump and AOC. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So we can't say that they're 100%
ever-
dumb fucking shit. We can say that they have been brainwashed, duped, misguided.
Okay,
however,
well,
this
I'm
is a
gonna
human
say this.
condition. It just
That
is.
they
People
can
join
be
cults.
dumb and vote in favor of things that are good. Like, you ever go to like the fucking sidewalk and there's a bunch of ants and you drop a little piece of ice cream and the ants all flood to the ice cream, right? Like, Americans,
yeah, what
people
an
at large are
analogy.
dumb. They're fucking stupid morons. Can we convince them to vote for their own best interest? Yeah, but it's not going to be because they're smart and they have like a subconscious, like, they're secretly really smart and know what's going on. No, they're all dumb. We have to herd them like fucking goddamn ants on the sidewalk to get them to vote for something that they like, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of stupid fucking goddamn morons. And maybe we can convince them to vote for something that's good for them. Maybe, if we're lucky, but that's going to be if we're lucky. And it's not because they're secretly smart or they secretly want good things, because they don't. They're dumb. They're
we
fucking
need
idiots who
to
deserve everything they get.
people
They
need
want everyone else to have nothing, but they want things because it's a selfish, greedy society.
I
Bunch
think
of
that
fucking
there's a
idiots.
good, solid argument to be made for continuing to destabilize mainstream media in the eyes of people who give a damn about voting.
Well,
The
we
rest of the
destabilize
time,
mainstream media, and people flock to Alex Jones and
the
fucking
rest of
Dan
the time,
Bongino, by the way, just got appointed to the FBI vice security bullfuck.
okay,
This is
that's
like,
relative.
I
That's all
mean,
relative to
motherfucker,
the
man.
greater problem. That's all relative
Right,
to
I
the
get
greater
you.
problem. The rest of the time, there are people who are completely checked out and not voting. There are people who are like, it's all gonna suck no matter what. It doesn't matter. I'm
Right.
not. So you
Reach
go after
them.
them,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And exposing the mainstream media is the perfect way to go after them, because they're obviously not paying attention to the politicians,
I have
right?
friends
They're
like
looking
that.
at the narrative. And so if you can deconstruct the narrative to the point where they realize, oh, they're bought by the politicians, why am I listening to them if I've already made up my mind that the politicians are worthless? Now we got them. And so once you get them to understand that they can be a part of the solution, you get them to vote in the primaries, you get them to run for office, because they'd be better than anybody we fucking got now. As somebody who absolutely doesn't give a fuck about politics, please get into politics, right? Like there's
Yeah.
ways to go about it, and we're at rock bottom.
There's
it's
ways
just
to
too
go
easy to
about it, but
keep
it's all we
talking
gotta
about it
be.
being
We
rock
gotta
bottom.
out psycho the psychos. We gotta fucking think like we're fucking gremlin, psychopathic, warmonger, chess game player fuckers, and we gotta treat the American population as they are, a bunch of gullible fucking idiots that need to be spoon fed their vegetables in a pill pocket like a fucking animal, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of mindless fucking zombie fucking
Oh.
morons obsessed with fucking celebrity culture, 5-second videos.
Mhm.
Brain rot fucking garbage, because that's the only way to fucking
How
treat
did that
them.
happen?
How did that happen? From fucking centuries of fucking miseducation and diseducation. Teaching Americans how to read insofar as they can read what fucking flavor the lollipop is that they fucking put in their goddamn pacifier. I'm sorry.
No,
It is.
I'm
I
thinking
mean,
about that.
if I'm the
I have
look,
a headache, but I'm thinking about
look, you can blame the voters all you want, but the Democrats rigged the primaries to keep Bernie Sanders from winning. We would not be in this same situation.
Oh,
if Bernie
absolutely.
Sanders had won. We wouldn't be in the same
But how did they, like,
situation.
think about it? How did they rig the primary and get away with it? Because the voters let them do it.
That's
They let them
well,
fucking
yes,
do it.
and they did things like never put him in the Erie County Democrats, never put the fact that he was
but
running.
this is why we
you know.
have to try to engage the people who aren't. And what I mean by we is fucking everyone who already knows what the problem is has to try and engage people who are disengaged.
Yes, and I do like that.
That's the only fucking solution, is to get those people to realize, no, there can be a better way, but you need to be involved. I hate to say
I'm
it.
gonna be honest with you.
Otherwise, I hope you're starting a fucking union.
If
because
people are
there's really no
disengaged,
other option.
I'm gonna be honest and say I think it's probably better that they stay disengaged, because
That's
if
what I'm
they're
saying. So I
disengaged,
hope you're organizing at
fuck
work
off.
or
Like,
something,
get
right?
out of the system entirely. I mean, the political process, I mean, I'm skeptical that, like, getting new people
Same.
involved.
Same. But look, I am probably the most disappointed of all of us to hear that comet is not going to crash into the earth in 2022. It's going to miss. I was like, let's fucking go. Can we do it this
damn.
year?
Yeah.
And just see who either I'm taken out and it doesn't matter anymore, or I'm one of the survivors and it's fucking Mad Max. Like, because I'm sick of trying to play ball this way. This game.
All right, we'll make that movie this
boring.
summer.
It's boring, right? Seeing
We'll be
Elon Musk be the
Yeah.
fucking guy, it's
pathetic.
atrocious. But more than anything, it's so boring. They're just trying to get billionaires to
Chaz.
be trillionaires. That's all it
Yeah.
comes down to.
Chaz says nobody really knows. Nobody Nobody really knows what is really happening.
Well, it's not just about becoming a trillionaire. It's about they're trying to forge an entirely new global civilization of which they're the feudal overlords of. It's not about how much fucking money they have. It's about the relative power that they have. Everyone has to be fucking weaker and weaker and weaker, and they get stronger and stronger. And then
Yes.
Donald Trump's going to sell them the fucking country. We're going to have a bunch of different fucking little fiefdoms, and people are going to go on their fucking Twitter fiefdom and their Meta fiefdom and their little fucking, I don't know what the other ones are. What
I don't
websites are we streaming on? What is this on Google?
We're on YouTube.
I just want to see.
That's all I do on
Just-
Wednesdays.
Just want to see the look on everyone's face when they're like, "Man, David Sirota's movie was right."
Oh, you mean Adam McKay's movie?
David Sirota wrote it
Oh, he wrote. Yeah, that's.
Oh, here we go.
That's true.
because everyone loves to
yeah.
talk shit about David Sirota, but it's like,
No,
he's got it right.
no, no. I don't talk shit about him.
Adam
got
McKay
kicked
followed
off-
me on Blue Sky.
Oh, good.
When is
He
Adam
follows-
McKay coming on Left
follows-
Past 10 is the
he
real
follows-
question.
he
I'll
follows
get him on here.
too.
Yeah, you want to get him on here? Get him on here. Come on. End of the month.
I'm gonna look up
How about end of next month?
if he's.
Yeah, I was gonna say the end of the month
Yeah.
is like today, but
I don't know what day it is. I don't go outside. It
How
could
do
have
you
been
find
fucking
out-
January 13th for
here.
all I fucking know. I
there.
don't know.
Okay, so I was talking about this on my members only this morning. There is a website you can go to that shows all the people who have blocked you on Blue Sky, and I was looking at all
Yeah,
the
I
people that
saw
blocked
that.
me, and I was like, "Who blocked me?" And then I realized I'm on a list of people who hate Jimmy Dore. So I'm pretty much
I was
blocked by
watching
his
that
fan.
and I looked up how many people blocked me. It's mostly trans people.
That's a
Yeah.
mistake.
The
How
trans
did-
people hate me. You know, let's be honest. I probably deserve it. Let's be honest. You
Really
know.
makes no sense. But no, I
I
really
don't know how
think
to see that either.
a lot of the list will say, "Let me know if anyone got on here by mistake," because they realize it happens.
Hmm. Yeah,
Hold on, what? Hold on.
I'm writing to Adam.
4 out of 5 doctors told me to vote for Camel cigarettes. I think we have a propaganda problem undermining informed consent of the governed. This is why, when you were gone for a moment, Andrea, I told Sandy we were
Yeah.
talking about names, and I said I had a dog that I named 5 Miles, so I could tell everybody I walked 5 miles every day.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, listen,
Uh,
guys. I am going
hold on.
to
We
do
got
my
a super chat on
sand
screen.
that- I didn't
The
get a super
sand is
chat.
getting fucking swallowed back
One-
into
Ah,
the
nobody
ocean.
gave me a super
High
chat.
tide is
Damn
becoming
it!
low tide.
Okay,
Live
now
on
is this
stream.
M
Where's mine?
millions? Is this millions? 150 to 180 million?
Where Habu Christian fanatic genocidal maniacs are larger military problems than we can handle. Well, she could be right.
Could you imagine
Where-
being Christian in
Rabu?
2025? Like, can we shit on the Christians a
Here we
little bit
go.
before
Jesus
Sandy
Christ.
leaves?
Trying to wind
Wow,
it up.
we're 2025 and you
I'm
motherfuckers are
winding it
still
down.
Jesus Christing. Give me a break.
I'm winding it
Oh,
down.
but I'm one of the good ones. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I can't sit any longer. I'm winding it down. I don't know what's going to happen after I leave. Anybody in my chat, stick around and watch the Andrea and Matt show. They could go on for hours.
We could. I'm just getting started.
You got to get up. You
I have
a
a
show.
daily show in the morning.
Oh, you got a daily show.
Dad,
You're
look, I
twice
got
a week fucking
$4.99.
show?
I love you. That's beautiful. That's enough for that's cat food. Thank you, Boondocks Dragon. That's
Everyone
wonderful.
give Sandy some super chats, especially
Not a
after
lot.
she-
No, I don't want a lot. I don't. I really am happy.
Well, she
with
deserves
that.
more than Matt, that's for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
stop yourself,
Matt's got the Daily
Andrea.
Show tomorrow. He's gonna rake him in. Don't worry about that.
Stop yourself. I'm just happy. I'm happy because when I get that, oh, and I have to get the $450 bank check for the Pasadena Animal Shelter that I collected for that during that. So I have to go out to the bank tomorrow because I don't want to write a personal check. We're going to have a bank check and I'm going to show it and all that. So I'm so excited that we did that. Yep. All right, guys, I am saying good night. My neck is killing me and I'm tired. I had a wonderful show with you. I love you guys. It's been 2 hours.
Bye. See
When
ya.
was the last time we had one of these?
Take
This was
care.
like a
We've been-
month and a half ago since we had like all four
All
of
of us. I know it's been great.
This is
I
some
love it.
bullshit. Jake is always like, "Oh, I can't do the show," and then Sandy's
Oh.
like, "Oh, I was in the hospital," and then I was like,
Okay,
"Oh,
well,
I don't
I'm-
feel like doing it." No,
I was
I'm
like, "Oh, my
shitting on
power's
myself
out."
too.
You know what? I
And
would
then,
have
yeah,
done it
Matt's
on
like,
the
"Oh, there's a
phone.
hurricane. Oh, my basement got flooded. Oh, like what the fuck? What the hell is this horse fucking shit? Fuck."
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. Really, I am. Bye. I love you.
Yeah. See ya.
See you
Bye.
Friday
Have a good
night
one.
with Douglas from True North Eager Beavers. Yay! Canadian in the house.
The 51st state.
Yee!
They better start learning up about the history.
Damn, especially when every last one has an arsenal for the Day of Rope. Oh my gosh. That sounds like an old pulp novel. The Day of Rope.
Well, Nadia's always posting those extemporaneous historical fucking
Thanks for the super chat.
allegories.
Yeah, like multi-syllable words, not fair. Not my friend.
Yeah, like
I don't
Jesus
do-
Christ. I never graduated high school, for Christ's sake. I can't do anything more than one syllable.
There was a movie I just watched. It was pretty good because she's saying that that's from the Turner Diaries. There's a movie I just watched with Jude Law, and it's about, it's like an 80s white supremacist group, and the Jude Law's like an FBI guy or some sort of agent, government agent, and he's like, "What's this book?" And they're like, "Oh, it's the Turner Diaries. This is what their ideology is based on." He's like, "Really? I'll take a look at it." And it's just nuts that like, and it was based on a true story, and like now you just have like Steve Bannon going, "Read the Turner Diaries. It's all in there." And it's like, oh my God, it's not like, oops, they got a copy of our favorite book. It's like he's selling copies at his fucking
You ever
route.
think
It's
about?
like,
I want you to think about this. I was thinking about this a couple. Doesn't matter when I was, but like, like you ever watch Indiana Jones? You know the Raiders of the Lost. All that shit. Like it's obvious you watch that movie. The Nazis are the bad guys. You just take that for granted. Like
Indiana
duh,
Jones
the
is a gray area protagonist. Is that what you're gonna say?
Well, it's just like they don't do a lot of like fleshing out of the narrative. Like you just like some guy goes in there and beats the shit out of Nazis. It's the end of the story, right? Like
It's
Nazis
also a white guy in a foreign land taking artifacts back to museums in
well,
Europe.
yeah, I mean,
What the fuck is that, Indy? Give it
well,
to the
that's a whole
government.
separate
Why
story.
are you doing? Yeah.
That's a whole separate story about only white people can be the real preservers of history. Obviously,
He's
but,
obviously
like,
not a bad guy.
oh yeah, no,
Right.
he's a great
Yeah.
guy.
No, he's
I
great
mean,
guy.
he's named
fine.
after Indiana, which is of course a wonderful state in the Union. They really
He's a
send their
doctor.
best.
He's a doctor. He's a good guy.
But yeah, like Nazis are just taken for granted that those are the bad guys. So don't analyze any other elements of the film. The Nazis are the bad guys. But if you have like a fucking 15-year-old watching Indiana Jones, how do they know that the Nazis are the bad guys?
What, a 15-year-old?
Yeah, like do 15-year-olds know that Nazis are bad guys? Like to them, Nazis are they're just other characters.
Oh, why is he fighting the guys in the uniforms? You mean?
Yeah, they don't
In
understand.
theory, they've learned about Nazi Germany.
No, that's what I'm
But
saying.
These
Kids
days, it's
they
like,
don't know.
no,
Yeah.
I saw them marching in the park the other day.
Yeah, they're great guys.
They had fun chants. They seem to like the color red.
It's a nice color. It really grabs your eyes.
So you think that today's youth are not 100% sure that, I guess,
Well, I'm going to say when I say youth, I'm really thinking about like, age 8 to like 15. I think that demographic, I think they're gonzo. I think Gen Z, they might be able to hold on. I think they might be okay.
God,
But
if a
Gen Alpha, I think Alpha's cooked. I
if a
think they're
14 or
fucked.
15-year-old said to me, "What's wrong with Nazis?" I'd be like, I'm walking away from this.
I didn't even begin. Like, where do you even start? Like, I mean,
I don't want to slap a 14 or 15-year-old across the face. I don't.
And I will. That's the problem. That's why I need to walk away. Someone get Brandon Straka on the phone because I need to take some notes.
One time I was walking in Colorado. I was just walking the dog. It was the morning. And we were walking by this church, and there's like a boy standing out front, maybe 10, 11. He's passing out leaflets. He said, "Do y'all know the Lord?" And I was like, yeah, and just kept walking. But I was like, kid, who put you out here to talk to strangers? Number one. And why are you playing the prophet on the corner here? Like, what the
Well, I
fuck,
remember
kid?
I was doing shit in when I was protesting in North Carolina. I had someone ask me that question. Do you know about Jesus? And I said, no. Who's that? And
I remember. Didn't you
yeah.
film that?
I think I filmed it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I posted it. I'm not sure. I have a lot of shit from back then. I never posted. But like,
YT censorship prevents direct wording. I think there's they used to come to my door, Lutherans or what was it? Jehovah's Witness. They would come to the door and they go, "Hi, do you have time to talk about the Bible?" And I go, "Not right now, but look, I appreciate the courage it takes for you to go door to door and talk to strangers without knowing anything about them, their ideology, what their faith is. But I don't do that. So if I don't know you, I'm not going to talk to you about this stuff. Even if I did believe what you believe, it's a little personal.
if I
to me.
ever had one of these motherfuckers knock on my door, I'd be like, yeah, actually, I have a podcast. Would you want to do a show? Would you just give me like 10 minutes and I'll set this up in the backyard? Just like, let's talk about this. Like hour, 2 hours. Let's really get in the meat.
You know what's funny about
I'll
the
call them
South?
on their bluff. Like, yeah, let's fucking talk about God.
Where I live in the South, no one goes door to door recruiting because they're all recruited already.
Yeah, they're already in.
No one,
Dude,
is
when I
ever
lived in the
gonna
South,
knock on
I
my
don't live in
door.
the South anymore, thank fucking God. But people in the South, yeah, fuck. You
Have
never
a
know.
blessed day.
It's like drive by, like you're having a great conversation, and then something happens, and God says, and then they fucking, oh my God, like you think you finally found like a normal human being who has a functioning brain, and then Jesus said, the goddamn God, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
I went
you
to
just
this
say
town hall.
craziest fucking shit. I fucking hate them all, man. Holy
I went
fuck.
to this town hall where they were gonna have there was a dam that was needed repair. It
A
was in danger of
goddamn,
break.
perhaps.
It was gonna ruin the drinking water for most of the, well, like a third of the state. And so I was at this town hall to talk about it or listen to people talk about it, and this guy, this old school Southern Republican who just keeps getting reelected, he was talking first like 3-4 minute prayer, and I was like, oh, everyone in here has their head bowed except me. I was like, wow. And not okay, fine, you want to pray, but like they just assume everyone is going to pray because they are. And I was
Because
like,
these
okay,
fucking people, they don't have brains.
well
Oh,
then,
we gotta pray to Jesus. Everyone put your head down. Like,
then
what
he
are they
launches
thinking? Hey,
into
God. Oh, man, hope this meeting goes well. Like,
he
what
launches
are all these
into
people
like
praying about? Jesus
a,
fucking
a
Christ.
15-minute rant about China,
Oh.
right? And all these horribly like bigoted, racist, xenophobic things about China. And I was looking around like, yeah, there's one Asian person way over there. I can't tell if they're Chinese, of course, but like that would be fucked up, right? Like if they were like that, you could try to read the room or just why are we talking about this anyway? And he finally got to the dam and told everyone it's going to be okay. They've allotted money for it. And I was like, you just had us in here to pray and talk shit about China and then reveal that we don't have to be here because the subject was the dam and that's already been taken care of. And it's like his rich buddies owned a company that could rebuild it. So he just hired them.
And then
And I
they're
was
gonna
like, you
pay
probably
them
let
like
it,
fucking 20x what the actual value or the price is or whatever. It's just
or
a
they just let it
money-funnel
fall
scheme.
apart so they could give him that contract. But
Dude, and then all the fucking I can't, I was just the idea that we were even in any context like relying on Republican converts in any way, like Jesus, man.
But
Could
I
you
wasn't.
imagine voting for Republicans? Like, I get it, Democrats. Okay, that's a whole separate can of worms. But like, to me, it's like I sincerely view it this way. It's a linear path here. If you're fucking voting Republican, Jesus fucking Christ. If you're voting Democrat, there's at least one possible reason why an intelligent person would vote Democrat, and that's because Republicans. Fuck, you know? Like, that's the thing. So like, when you deal with someone, when someone says, "Yeah, I vote Democrat," you have to ask like a part two. There's always a part two. Okay, well, tell me more about what you think about politics. But if someone says they vote Republican, there's no part two. These motherfuckers are dumb as hell. They're fucked.
I
in
saw
the
a
brain.
comment.
They got like a fucking milkshake brain.
I saw a comment on a post about Hakeem Jeffries today. This guy just is always putting his foot in
God's
his
on
mouth.
the
He's
throne.
not doing anybody any favors. And this person rightly asked, when are they going to keep him from going out in front of the public? And I was like, who the fuck is they? Which Pelosi? Name one Democratic leader, quote unquote, who should be talking to the public, who's ever done anyone any fucking favors by talking to the public. Who? Bernie Sanders said some very reasonable stuff. He needs to be calling these jokers out left and right. He needs to be making the case. Look, Mexico used to have a
Hakeem
party.
Jeffries doesn't need to be going out there. Honestly, he needs to be just fucking disappearing from planet Earth. He
But,
needs
like,
to
they-
just resign and go fucking move to like Hawaii or whatever, like some resort magical
Well,
land.
I think he's getting
and fuck
paid
off
to
into the sunset.
he's getting
These
paid to
motherfuckers,
maintain
man.
the centrist position. But like Mexico used to have a party that was exactly like the current version of the Democrats, and then a whole bunch of people broke out, started their own party, and they're looking at 80% public approval ratings right now because that party is currently in power. 80 fucking percent. That's what I'm talking about. So like, I think Bernie Sanders missed his chance to do that. He should have used them rigging the primaries against him to be like, fuck this, I'm breaking out. Who's coming with me? And everyone would have been like, we are. And he would have got a lot of Republicans to go with him. And look what happened. So it's, to me, it's proof that, and now you can make the case easily that centrism and this middle of the road bullshit leads to fascism.
But just thinking about the Bernie thing, though, is that like, you know, he was never that guy. He's never gonna do that last
Fuck,
step.
I just need to know who this guy's talking to because I've been seeing some of these comments.
Well,
tonight.
Jason
It's
Lord
starting to
Surratt.
wonder
No.
who he's
Jason
talking
Lord
to.
and we go way back. This guy.
Well, he's in my chat. Who is he talking to? People in the
He's-
chat? Is he talking to me? You? Who's he talking to?
He's upset that we're too woke for him. That's pretty much what it amounts to. We're a little bit, you know, we're above his IQ level. He can't really grasp some of the conceptual playing fields that we're on.
Well, he's
We're,
fucking
you
fun
know,
out there
imagine
being
he's in the
vague.
flatland. We're in the third dimension here. So
He's gonna have to hang out in somebody else's chat from now on. I'm not having that. Every time I see his comment, I'm like, why is he pissing me off with these comments? So,
I asked you like 6 months ago, you made Jason Lord Surratt a moderator,
He's
and you were
rarely
like, "Well, make
here."
everyone a mod." We finally had Jason post one too many cringe posts. You banned his ass? Is that what you
don't
said?
call me fucking useless. I'm on this show Monday through fucking Friday trying to do my best to advocate.
Yeah,
for
this guy
things.
does Monday and Friday, 2 days a week, daily show.
I'm doing mutual aid
He's doing mutual aid.
to inspire people to
I'm
like
not doing any
get
of that
informed
shit.
and
I'm
be
useless for
engaged. Don't
sure.
call me fucking useless. You can
I'm
go
useless.
fuck
I'm
the
definitely
fuck off.
useless. I'm not doing any of that. I haven't made a video in fucking what, 5
Look,
months? 4 months?
I get up here and
5
act
months?
like a nice guy. I'm not really a nice guy.
No, when behind the scenes when this stream is off, this motherfucker's a bitchy little fucking. Did you hear? Like, this motherfucker's a little fuckface asshole. Behind, as soon as the stream is off, this guy's like, "Oh, these fucking idiots in the chat. Can you believe we had to deal with that for 2 hours? My God, I can't wait to fucking sleep and never have to deal with this chat again, and then wake up in the morning and then do my daily show again."
Look,
You know?
congressional baseball fan acting like I didn't just ban somebody. I never
But
do
Jason,
that.
no, Jason Lord Surratt has been watching me since like 2020, you know, since that era, that election. So but he's been a Trumper the whole time. But he's like, he started watching via your channel because I stopped streaming, and then you made him a mod because you made everyone a mod.
Hey, it's your chance
So-
for reform. That's what we do here. I
But-
give second chance. Soul Life, for example, is allowed to hang out here.
Yeah, Soul Life's a real loose cannon, but I understand Soul Life. We have a little mutual understanding because of the
No,
New
I love
Jersey
that.
heritage.
I remember when Soul Life got banned from TYT's chat. Everyone was like,
Oh, that
"Okay,
was an
dude,
event.
just turn the page on them. Don't worry." But now we're all like, "It's fucking badge of honor." That's how
That
you knew
was
he
that was a
day.
major moment in the histories, in the goddamn histories, you know.
I just don't want. Look, there are people who just if you're hanging out in the letter hack chat, I mean, obviously this isn't the place for you to just pop off and be a dickhead, but people are allowed to be emotional and let it spill over. People are allowed to be upset. That's fine.
That's the thing about Letterhack's chat is that he's got a high tolerance for bull fucking shit. I don't have a tolerance for that shit. Like, but that's the thing is it's kind of like I won't ban somebody, really. I'll just make fun of them until they kind of feel like they want to ban themselves. Letterhack will just ban someone, but it's also like, you know, like we had someone
Well,
in
it's
here
happened.
a while
It's happened
ago.
twice. It's happened twice.
It's happened a couple times where Letterhack
Well,
is like giving
trolls
someone so many times where
three
it's like,
times. It's happened 3 times.
well, it's happened a couple times.
3 times. There are people who it's like, yep, troll, boom, troll, boom, troll,
Boom,
never seen
boom.
before. Read the room, troll, boom, nuke, zap, nuke, zap. But like 3 times where it was like, you know, you're fucking up. You know, you're doing this the wrong way. How many times have you been in the chat and heard me say it's a bar for bouncers? If you get bounced from that bar, that's on you. Come on. You don't walk into that bar and start picking fights. If you want to come in there and pop off and be like, I had a terrible day and I'm pissed off and it's spilling over, I totally get it. That's what we're here for. Let's process. If you want to come in here and just be a dick, you're out.
Jesus Christ. You can literally talk about the Daily Show twice a week. It's true.
Guy.
That's the thing about Letterhack. And this is also like I don't stream anymore, right? Like this is one of the reasons I don't do any of this is I don't want to deal with a chat.
Hey, Sam
I don't
Cedar
wanna
says
deal
he
with
has
fucking
a
chat
daily
rooms.
show and he's on there 4 times.
Sam Cedar fucking 4-day work week ass daily
And he has
show.
he has people like
This
doing
fucking-
everything for him.
He's
And
got
then
the,
he gets
he's
mad
the
at him.
fucking fuck that shit. When is Sam Cedar coming on Left Past 10, by the way? When is that happening?
Ooh, burn.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying. When are we getting Emma Vigland on Left Past 10? Both of them at
You
once.
know, though,
season?
at the end of the
We
day,
love the letter hack, and we appreciate their work.
so I get it.
Yeah.
I seriously though, like, glad you're useless later. Oh, later, I'm out. It's like, really, you're gonna talk shit?
But
Late?
yo, he's been posting this cringe like literally every fucking goddamn show for months, and you've
That's
been
pretty
just like
mild, I
ignoring
think.
it. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, this guy is like, he's been.
And what do I have
fucking
all these
watching my
mods
shit
for? Somebody mod
2020.
this fucker.
Man, I don't know. I
We
was
got
just
mods that can
thinking,
mod
yeah,
mods.
whatever. I don't care. I like to my point is if someone who's like a Trump face, you know, just
Look, I got
don't-
a daily show to do in the morning, okay?
yeah. But if they want to watch this show every week, like let them watch it. Like it's probably it's better than them watching something else. But also like,
I'm on air more than the rest of these jokers on this show.
that's true. This is the only show I do now. So this is my only show. Left Past 10. That's all I got. I'm hanging on. It's like I'm on a piece of debris floating in the middle of the ocean on a scrap piece of wood. That's the show.
Yeah.
Just
Now
drifting.
everyone's like over modding. Now everyone is fucking hiding everyone's comments. Chill. Uh, I'm on here 5 days a week and nobody cares. I'm on here 5 days a week and nobody gives a damn. I'm trying to do it prime time in the mornings and nobody cares. I put
Nobody
forth the
fucking
effort.
gives a shit about me. I wake up every day
I'm trying to do the
at
news.
fucking 11:30 and I do this show, man.
We're talking about the
And
post office
I'm talking about the post office and the Young Turks and
and electoral politics.
and they don't subscribe. They watch it, but they don't subscribe, and then they don't see my other
I show
videos
clips.
about comic books. And
I
that's
read
really what this
whole
is
articles. I try and pronounce all the names in the articles.
I can't pronounce things with more than 3 syllables, but I try. I practice in the mirror every morning, and
Try
they
to
don't
aggregate-
get it.
Try and
I have
aggregate a handful of
17
news
coffee
stories.
mugs on my desk, and no one ever mentioned it for weeks and months. They didn't even
It
notice,
went over
man.
weeks. I drank out of a coffee pot. Nobody cared. I have lights set up on this fucking desk. They're burning my eyes out. Nobody cares. I do Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. I do 2 morning shows. That's 5 days. It's daily.
This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna get off and do clips.
Yeah, the clips are
keep
the hard
going.
part, man.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
gotta edit. You gotta record the video. Then you gotta edit the video.
I would never really cry about it because there is.
No, I
something
cry
have
all
to
the
do.
time.
There's
I've been
something I
doing
have to
YouTube since I was 14 years old, and I've cried pretty much every day
get-
since then.
do. I get pretty salty. I gotta chill in the members only. In the members only, I'm just sitting there like
okay.
going
Let me tell a story.
crazy.
Let me tell a story.
Just let it all out
Was it yesterday or today? I
Just
don't have a
today.
concept of time.
today.
But okay, so I became a Letter Hack member today or
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
Was it today? It was for the first time.
It was today.
Because I like, why would I pay Letter Hack? We do a show together. It's kind of weird if I became you have that. It's kind of weird though. If I'm paying him, that's weird, right? Like, but anyway, I bit the bullet. I got the lowest membership. I was like, let me check out this membership show. And this guy was bitching. It was like he was talking about like someone called me on the phone. It was like 2 a.m,
No,
man.
Be quiet. That's members only.
I
content.
mean, I'm not gonna give that much out there, but he was like the whole thing was like
I even said I was like, I gotta
was
start
like,
doing like
dude,
actual content.
this is crazy. Like I only
I gotta
paid
do
$2
actual
for
content
this.
in it.
This is like I feel like I kind of got away with something. I was like $2 for this. This is some like
I
because
saw
he puts
you
on this whole
say-
persona, like on this show, he's all like, "Hey guys, it's the Letter Hack fun guy. I talk about comic books." But then as soon as the members only show is on, this guy's like, and then this fucking guy, man, he called
That's
me
not
up,
what I said.
and this fucking guy called me up, and he was
I
like,
did say at one
"Ah!"
point. I did say at one point though, I was like, I got to start doing actual content in these members only again. I'm just using them to be like real, and I don't know if that's appreciated. But I saw that you left a comment and said this is better than any stand-up comedy I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, like,
Okay. So do you appreciate that, or should I
was-
curb it?
no, it was to me is really good, but you're flying really close to the sun because all you need is one guy to clip you and post it on Twitter, and then the whole persona, the whole Letter Hack is such a nice guy thing goes poof. Like you're saying this motherfucker. No, other way. This motherfucker is on the members only show. It's crazy. And you can just subscribe like $2 or something. You can watch them all, download all the videos, clip them, post them online for free so that other people can watch them for free and everyone can see how fucked up he is. Don't do that though. You shouldn't do that.
No, I gotta
that's
start
illegal,
doing actual
actually.
content. Oh, Christ.
I think that's illegal. You shouldn't do that kind of stuff.
Lord Sirach came back in under a new name.
Oh, is he? Where is he? No, I'm gonna be honest. Like Jason Lord Surratt, I've known this motherfucker for like 5 years, 4 years, however long it's been. Sometime in 2020, it was
That's
like
pretty sad though that you get booted and you're like, I'll just make a new fake account. Come
no.
on.
I mean, I respect him to a degree. I do, and I say that in the sense that I think he's a fucking moron, and I think he's an ant on the fucking sidewalk going to the ice cream cone that fucking dripped onto the ground. I think he's a dumb motherfucker, but I'm saying like if he's drifting to me, if I'm the ice cream cone chunk that he's drifting toward, then I'm doing something right. So shout out to Jason Lord, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't care. 1984. Yeah, man. Woo! I noticed that Sandy's doxing me in the chat. Can you?
What? How so?
Sandy's just posted my last name in the chat. My whole last name. That's fucked up, man. This is the co-host of the show just doxing me in the chat.
People don't
Someone
know your
just
last
said-
name?
Someone just said, "Hey, what is Andrea's last name?" And then Sandy's like, "Oh, here's her last name. Let's just post it in the chat." Yeah, it's just it's not like my private information or anything. It's getting doxed by the co-host. No big deal.
Somebody said that was probably his wife. Well, if it was, sorry, but yes, fucking look, LT9K has my back in ways that nobody has my back. I mean, this guy.
Wait, Rebecca
Is-
Lawrence. Wait, no. Hold on. Did I miss something?
Yeah, that's the person that just came in and signed their name, Jason Lord Surratt.
Wait, Rebecca? Wait, no. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm scrolling up. Okay.
It's gone.
Thanks for being interesting
Oh, you
regarding mods and censorship law. Andrea, more content, do more. Jason Lord Surratt. Yo,
Yeah.
First of all, that's not how you sign your name at the end. You don't just write your name at the end of a fucking. What are you fucking like? What the fuck? Are you a caveman? That's what.
Yeah.
you just like,
Yours
what-
truly.
Yeah, like what
The guy you
fuck,
just
man. Second of all, like, did you really just like involve like your sister or wife or child or I don't know. I don't know how old this guy is. I don't know if he's got. Did you really just get them involved? Like,
Look at
hey
this,
man, I
though.
just got banned in the chat. Can you come over here? Can I use your phone or whatever?
Get
Like,
the
I mean,
fuck
hey,
out of
that's
the
interesting.
chat.
Are you both watching the show? Because if so, can you please talk to Jason? No, seriously. Like, I've known he's been coming to my shows for like 5 years. It's kind of unhealthy. I think he's really into this Trump thing. Maybe you are too. That's fine. But like Jason's really into it. Okay. So like I think you should talk to him. But all that kind of stuff is,
It's just so obvious when somebody pops up in the chat and they aren't a moderator. They really stand out,
that's true.
So anyway, I don't know. I'm here to have a good time. And even if that means getting heated and yelling about shit and popping off about
I'm
shit we
listening.
hate in politics in the world and getting upset, I'm here to process that and get it out and move past it. If somebody wants to like make that more challenging than it already is, I'm not here for it. I'm just not.
Are you
told
talking about
managers-
Jason Lord? Is that what you're talking about?
Anybody. But I've
Anybody.
told
Oh, but-
management at jobs before, I'm like, look, the job is kind of tough enough. And we're part of the job is learning to deal with it. Sorry, I'm not perfect at it, but I am trying. You are making it worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'll
talking to
tell a
me?
management
making it
at
worse?
jobs. I'll tell a manager they're making the challenges at the job greater than they need to be. That's not managing. Coming down on people and being upset with people's performance because things are going wrong. Part of the job is dealing with things that go wrong. That's not my fault. Stop making it worse than it is. So like if somebody wants to sit here and be like, like I'm on one of those blue sky lists. It's not to block, it's to follow. But it's like lefty commentators in parentheses, probably centrist. and it's like me, Sam Cedar, David Dole. You know, I was like, okay, it just pisses me off. Or when somebody's like, Matt's too liberal for me. Like, damn, what?
But that's the thing, though, is you are really liberal,
Hardcore.
though. Like you
In what?
are,
But like,
you
help
are
me
like a
not be.
hardcore pro Nancy Pelosi Democrat,
No,
like
look,
hardcore
people
centrist
can't
liberal.
just people
like,
can't come up to
yeah, well,
me
okay, well,
and be
let's
like,
just
"You're
put it
so
this way.
dead set in your politics,"
Okay,
because I'm not.
shut the hell up for a second. Okay, January 2021. Were you trying to force the vote? Yes or no?
No,
You're a
there's no
liberal. You're a
precedent
shit
for
lib.
it.
You're a shit lib cocksucker. You're a
No, but
Nancy Pelosi Democrat demon rat. I don't know what else
that's
to
not
say.
why I wasn't. Okay, it's the same. There's no precedent for it. So I was wondering if somebody could make the case for why it was worth doing, and when it was a very short window and it was gone, the time had passed, and people were still, it would have worked. And I was like, okay, well, you guys are just doing this to be a little group of whiners. I don't understand. And so I didn't really pay attention to it after the moment passed. I was just looking for somebody to be like, no, yeah, it will work. Here's how. Not, it'll work. And then when the time had gone, they were like, it would have worked. Okay, well, you're still complaining.
But it would have
about
worked
so
if they would have forced
maybe
the vote.
But
It's a fact.
What?
Okay.
How? But how does that involve me?
Okay.
What the fuck does that involve me?
Hold your horses for a second.
I wasn't saying leave Nancy Pelosi alone. I wasn't
If
saying
they
that.
would have forced the vote, it is a matter of fact that it would have worked. What is it?
Parliamentarian. Or no, that's the Senate.
Don't worry about it. Okay. It would have worked.
Okay. It may have worked.
It would have.
Had anyone done anything like that previously?
Doesn't matter. It would have worked.
But I'm always saying, pull me left. We need to all pull each other further left. Like I can't get left enough. So if somebody's like, this guy's
Well, I noticed that
that's
you
just
always
not accurate.
Just notice this, by the way. You ever think, okay, if you were to vote in the chat, can we bring up a poll? Can we have a live poll? Who is the more leftist person on this show, me or Letterhack? Because you always put yourself on the left of me. You're always to the left. Yeah, you're on the. I'm on the right side of the screen. You're on the left.
You're anarchist, communist. I'm not.
I'm all of those things. You put them in a blender and you fucking throw them in a time machine.
If we went socialist tomorrow, I'd be like, great. If we went communist tomorrow, I'd say.
I wonder what people think. Who's like, it's noticing you always try to put yourself. Hey
I'll
guys,
tell you what
I'm on the left, man. Hey, it's Letterhack, guys. The cartoonist for the left, and you always try to artificially place yourself on the left side of things. You're always on the left side of the screen.
I thought we were all on the left, but I am.
Well, you're always on the left. Like notice, rewind the show. He's always on the left side of things, the top left.
My goal is to combat capitalism and continually lose faith in this so-called democracy. So I don't think that makes me a liberal. And I think if anyone was to come along and be like, this guy's a little too centrist for me, I think you are misreading the situation. I am trying to learn to play the game only insofar as we can take control. And if we can't, and okay, fine. Everyone wants to burn it down. Who's first? Who's going to run up there and burn it down? Good luck. So I'm trying to be smart about it, and I'm trying to do it with as little risk as possible, because you've seen plenty of unworthy revolutions burn out or lead to the new dictator. And I'm not trying to do that.
Could you imagine if we had a revolution? Just imagine how funny that would be. They would just
have a general strike. I'm all for it.
100,000 people dead, and then all right, revolution's over.
I'm nervous that if we had a general strike, we're just asking people to get fired from their fucking job.
Yeah, get fired. Sure.
That's why I would like to see
but think about it though.
Service,
if everyone
nurses,
just
the airline
didn't
workers
go into work. But think about it. Everyone wants to stay home and play Call of Duty all day. We could all just do that, and then what are they going to do about it? If it's just. That is literally how simple it is, but you're never going to get it to happen because
the power is in the people. But there are still
Yeah.
people out there
So
who
let's just
think
play Call of Duty all day, man.
there are people out there who think, hey, I've got some kind of healthcare now. I'm not going to risk it. And I'm like, God. So I don't know. Who am I to ask people to take risks? This is why I like what Senator Nina Turner has been doing with We Are Somebody. She started a organization to fund people on strike so they can afford to do it. So that if you're on strike, they can provide you with your basic necessities so that you aren't going to go broke or you aren't going to, be totally at risk. I think that was really smart, and I'd like to see more of that. But coming in here and calling me a centrist or being like, this guy isn't left enough, like, all right, buddy.
But that's the thing though, is you're never left enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
That's
the
what I
person
mean.
saying it is not left enough.
Like, the one guy was like, that's the problem with you liberals. And I was like, all right, you're throwing accusations around. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No one's a liberal in here.
Liberals.
That was the most
Liberal
annoying.
coastal elites. What are you in the Carolinas? You coastal elite.
I would get into debates with my right-wing neighbor, over scotch, right? And cigarettes. We were just hanging out in his garage. And he would
Like
say
the
things
tape?
like, he'd go, well, you fucking liberals. And I'm like, dude, you are so eager to have just like 2 teams on the field. What if you're using a team analogy or scenario, what sport only has 2 teams? This is dumb. It's not just red and blue. It's not just Republican and Democrat. It's not just left and right. And I was like,
Well,
you
that's the
cannot
thing
just
about
lump
a
me in with Nancy
democracy is a
Pelosi and Chuck
democracy
Schumer.
does depend on the people voting to be at least a little bit interested in kind of knowing things,
And this is a low intensity democracy. It's a
Oh,
very
I
low
would argue
stakes democracy.
it's
There's
not
only 2
even a fucking
parties.
democracy. Like, I mean, we don't
We
even
need high
most people don't
stakes, high
fucking
intensity.
vote. No one fucking gives a shit
We
about any
need
of this.
more people involved, more parties to make it a greater risk to these 2 fuckers who endlessly fundraise off each other having a slight majority. Does that sound liberal?
We're past that point. We're in the land of emperors now. They're not going to be fundraising for long.
Did you hear what happened in Oregon tonight? Or
I
I
did
guess
not.
it was still afternoon there when it happened. Somebody shot into the house of a healthcare CEO. Jessica Burbank broke the story. Missed, from what I understand.
That's a shame, The level of violence that this country is really getting at here is people are losing their minds. You can't just be shooting into people's houses, That's just that's a shame. It's a real darn shame that people are doing something like that.
Abe Lincoln in Illinois, 1940. Lefty movie recommendation with Lincoln talking about workers' rights. Kind of movie that scared McCarthyists. Click here on YouTube.
It's just back to the healthcare thing. It's just
Thanks for the
they're
super
shooting
chat,
at
Philip.
people's houses. People built these houses. People live in these houses. They have
We
kids.
need to beef up
They have
security
kids.
for these guys. We need
No,
to
but think about
we
it,
need to
man.
scrub their about pages on their
Think about
website.
it. These houses have history. Like they were
Yeah,
probably
what did the
built
house
in like
ever
the
do?
60s or the 70s. How
They
many
could have just
families
bought
lived
those
there?
windows.
No, those windows are historic. Those are historic windows. That glass was probably blown in like the fucking 12th century and they fucking just shot through.
Think about how many slaves had to clean that house, and they're
Well,
just shooting it up.
We don't need to get into accusations of we don't that's
I just think,
I don't think we need we don't that's
and this
not
is something I talk about an awful lot as well. So apologies in advance, but I keep thinking about the guy that took over for the United Healthcare CEO who said publicly, I'm just going to do what he did. To what extent? Like, are you fucking serious? Oh my God. Talk about read the room.
But he read the room. That's the thing. He read the fucking room, and everyone in his room was like, "Yeah, keep going. Let's make some more dollars."
Yeah, let's program AI to reject claims. What the fuck? That's what that guy's whole deal was.
I read that there was a study, an internal study from one of these AI companies that said that AI makes people's brain atrophy when you use AI to answer things. Like there's
Oh.
people out there that like they'll just like have Chat GPT. They'll just ask things for it, like
How
hey,
about
how long should I cook my chicken in the fridge? How long should they just fucking do all this fucking horse shit.
I was
Makes
I
your
was
brain
looking
fucking
into
turn into a fucking not good.
I was looking into the postal service being privatized and rolled into the Chamber of Commerce, and I was reading about Howard Lutnick, the
I
new
was
Secretary of Commerce.
on the subject of the postal service. I was watching your video on the postal service. I noticed
Oh,
it like
God, so
started.
fucking annoying. Please don't tell me. So
No,
then
I started watching it and I was like, "What the hell is this guy talking?" It was like in the middle of you and
please. So then I realized this is amazing. Howard Lutnick is leaving this investment bank. It's a major fucking moneymaker. And I was like, well, who's he leaving that to? His 27 and 28-year-old
oh
son are going
no,
to take it over.
oh
It's
god,
just Nepo babies. But the oldest, the 28-year-old, was he fancied himself a rapper.
oh
A quote hip hop artist, and he had just one single in 2018 called California Roll. Another $5 from Nadia Yvette Chambers. Leftism needs correct history, and the USA has a very unconvincing democratic facade. Best to enlist in the PLA and hope they come back to liberate the USA. The PLA stands for probably late again, right? PLA.
yeah, that's what I
Or
say.
perfectly last acceptable.
Well, I mean, at any point though, like we need if you want to define what a democracy is, what is that? Like everyone has the right to vote. I mean, like the first democracy, was that a democracy? Like women couldn't vote in ancient Greek. Was that a democracy?
I'm saying what is defined as democracy in the US is everyone casts a vote.
Yeah, we never had that. At what point has that ever been a thing? Is that like at any point?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, and also it's like if people are voting based on things that aren't true, is that a democracy? Like, do people have a right to be disinformed and to live in like siloed, separate universes, like little bubbles, little snow globes that they operate in? Is that still a democracy? I don't know. I think we're a little bit. I think we're post-democracy here. When you factor in that Donald Trump stole the 2024 election and he's taken down all the election security apparatuses, apparandi. We're post-democracy, if we ever had a democracy. But that ship has sailed. We're not living in that land anymore.
We still got Arby's.
That's true, but I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat Arby's.
We still got me neither, but I'm just saying. Oh,
I remember.
Yes, I know people liberated. I know.
having
I know,
Arby's. The French
Thank you
fries
for
were
the
pretty
$2.
good. I remember I had it once when I was a kid.
Oh, potatoes are always pretty good.
Yeah,
But,
potatoes are potatoes. That's true.
I didn't mean to start like seriously talking about Arby's. I was just throwing out all the things we have that are keeping people thinking, no, we definitely live in a democracy. I can go to Walmart right now.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. People love to Like you gotta live your life in accordance with your values, you know? Like
Okay, keep on with that. What do you mean?
if you know, should you really be going to Arby's? Is that really what you need in your life? Do
I
you
was
really have to shop
playing.
at Walmart?
I was
Really?
playing a clip from a video that it was a good clip. Then they started talking about their personal stuff, and they revealed that they were part of a vegan BLM Facebook group, and I was like, now that's interesting.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, like we believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, Black Lives Matters. Only vegans allowed.
I mean, that's the thing is that vegans are objectively correct on pretty much everything, you know. So I can't really hate them on that one, you know.
Okay, so I'm basically a vegetarian, but my wife is like one of these, like she'll cook food and you're like, oh my God, this is like the best thing I've ever eaten. And she'll go, yeah, and it's vegan. It's not like, how like you'll see a vegan food truck and it's all just it's a vegan cheesesteak, a vegan Reuben, a vegan meatloaf. And it's like, these are just meat alternative meals. Like, why? I don't want a cheesesteak. I want like a vegan. Oh, you don't have any vegan dishes? You just have the vegan version of meat foods?
Well, you know,
I don't get it.
It's multiple beliefs of like you need to kind of offer Americans like a transitionary state, a missing link, if you will, a way to
Yeah.
get them off the meat train. Personally, one of my favorite parts about
Transitional. Yeah, sure.
I haven't eaten meat at all for 5 years or so. So it's like, you know,
But
for me,
I
learning
mean,
to cook without meat is pretty easy. I never liked cooking with meat. The only time I would ever eat meat was if someone else cooked it for me because it was kind of gross. You ever touch raw meat? I mean, I'm talking to you, motherfuckers in the chat. You ever touch raw meat? Like fucking
yeah,
pick a little
chat.
chicken leg, and like, how do you? It's all slimy and gross. It's fucking you know, like you ever kind of bring it out of the fridge and it kind of leaks a little bit into the fucking fridge drawer. It's
And that's
fucking
after they clean
disgusting.
it,
It's fucking awful. What the fuck is wrong with you people? It's like
dude.
juices that kind of just settle at the bottom of the
I'm gonna
fridge.
puke.
Jeez,
Look,
fuck, it's gross.
to answer the question, yes, I
I'm gonna
definitely.
fucking throw up live on stream.
I'm
It's
just.
just nasty. I haven't
I've
had that
almost
shit
done
in
that.
years.
No,
Oh
but
my god.
I am by just coincidentally through my wife's, passion for culinary arts, I have a mostly vegan diet.
Nah, you're sneaking a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger once in a
No,
while.
I mean
Once
cheese occasionally.
you're
I'll have
fucking going
nachos.
in there, you're fucking eating some fucking baby back ribs in the fucking backyard
No.
and the fucking you know,
Oh,
you're
you
one of
mean
those
like
people.
the barbecue festival?
You know, once in a while, you know, some people they need to pig out on their little, you know, thing once in a while.
The future is vegan. I mean, one way or another, whether we like it or not, that's where we're
That's
headed.
true.
Either a comet or we're
I
all
mean,
vegan.
just with the bird flu, like you see people. I haven't been eating eggs in a while. You know, I haven't in a couple months. I kind of quit eggs for a while now, but people are. Could you imagine? Like, you ever see these people? Eggs are so expensive. You ever think about just not eating eggs? Okay, if eggs are
Yeah.
like, if eggs are $10 a carton, okay, guess what? Don't
It's
eat
not
eggs.
like
What the
I-
fuck?
yeah,
Are
I was
you
like,
really
it's not
that
like we're
goddamn
talking about
stupid? You don't know how to
toothpaste.
fucking cook. You don't know how to fucking make food that's not eggs. I don't know. You ever think of beans? You ever think of fucking literally anything? Okay,
It's
eggs
like
are
gas
fucking,
and eggs
they're
are
so
not the
goddamn
same.
expensive. Fucking milk is expensive. Okay, great.
But like
Have you ever
gasoline
thought
and
about not
eggs,
drinking milk? I don't know, man.
they're like, oh, the price of gasoline, the price of eggs are through the roof. And I'm like, those things have nothing to do with each other.
But
I would
Americans are
argue you
fucking
need gas
spoiled
more
little
than
brats. They
eggs.
need their fucking little stupid fucking meals. They're not creative. They don't understand how to cook. They don't understand the fundamentals of nutrition.
That's awesome. 3 question marks. I love that. What are green eggs exactly? Oh, I know you can eat them in a boat.
I wouldn't want to eat a green egg. That's gross.
Anything else?
Anything else? What? You trying to get out of here? Oh, you got a daily show tomorrow? Is that what is it? Does this count as your daily show?
Because it's gone into the next day.
Yeah, like could you just go, you know,
Look,
start
did.
Wednesday at 10
I have
p.m.
5 regular shows.
Thursday,
I did
1
2
a.m.
members only live streams. That's 7 shows across 5 days, which is more difficult than one show 7 days in a row. Okay. And I released 3 shorts today. Original.
Yeah.
So
That pales in comparison. I used to stream 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for multiple years when I was a lot younger.
this is what I'm saying. Yeah, well, younger. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Well,
was
yeah,
20,
you've
when
hit a
I was
wall now.
19.
What are you
No,
like?
I
Not
couldn't
30?
do that. I'm gonna be 30 soon. I'm gonna be 29 in a couple months here.
Oh yeah, your streaming days are well behind you.
I peaked early when it comes to the streaming. I got that phase was gone, long gone. I don't need that anymore.
Hey, I'm in my like 3rd career here.
Yeah, well, I'm in my like 7th career and it's not the streaming anymore. This is the only stream I do. This is the only, I haven't streamed anything but this in fucking what, 6 months?
I wasn't going to say anything. I get to points in my career where I go, I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to totally stop and switch careers, which is all white male privilege. That's all that is. The ability to just fucking stop cold and start again is insanely
I
privileged.
do that and I don't have that I have a little bit of the white part, a little bit of that.
Where I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. That is nuts.
Well, for me, I don't care if I'm fine or not. When I started, I switched from video games to politics and I was eating on like less than $1 a day for like fucking 8 months, just to do that switch. But I dedicated myself to it, and then I fucking gave up. So now I'm here. Now I do left past 10. Where did it go wrong?
This guy jumps in the chat for this sort of clever comment.
What is this fucking optical illusion going on here?
What?
This mustache.
I don't have a mustache.
You see it and then you don't see it. And then when you focus on it, it's gone. And then you don't focus on it. And then it's there again.
It's shadows. I also don't have eyebrows.
I don't know about that.
So these are just shadows. All right. Yeah. I can't believe 89 people are supposedly watching this right now. Are you
serious? There's 89 people here? Man, like when I was doing Above It All every day, I never got 89 people watching that shit. And people watch this? This is nothing. This is like fucking...
We had 120 at one point. Oh, it just went up to 92. People are tuning in. Oh, 91.
My average was fucking like 60, 50 people, like when I was like really cooking. And I was like, oh man, this is like everything I've ever wanted to say ever in my whole life. And now people watch me when I fucking drink and I'm fucking, I don't even remember when the show started. What the fuck?
And then you get off, going to YouTube Studio and you're like, oh, there was actually this many people. Just not peak.
Wow.
Like I'll log off and be like, oh, 400 people were watching.
That's crazy.
But it says between 3 channels, 92. I don't know.
How many people are like watching with both fucking shits open? You motherfuckers. I could totally be fucking our metrics. We could have like half the amount of people with both channels open. Is Jake live? Fuck. We've only got like 30 people here. In reality, We got 30 people with 3 streams open.
You know what I was thinking about the other night? You know what I miss? All these people with all this snow. I miss going out sledding in the middle of the night.
There's
You
a
ever do
lot of
that?
snow where I'm at right now. Is so much snow. It's insane.
Did you ever do that though? Did you ever get up and go out at like 2 in the morning and go sledding?
Not sledding, but I like kind of laying in the snow, just kind of relaxing
Oh,
in the freezing snow,
I mean, I'm right there with you.
sinking down,
We had this this hill. It was on okay, so I grew up next to the Naval Academy, and there was naval housing. So these
naval
like
housing.
yeah, where the people would live that worked on the academy. And there was a circle in the housing, like a cul-de-sac. It was called Perry Circle, and it was cool because it had like a playground, and you could just cut through the woods and come out in my neighborhood in West Annapolis. So I was like a block away from Perry Circle, where they had this monster hill called Suicide Hill, right? And it was like, if you go down that hill, you're crazy. And as you get older, you're like, not that bad, but it was perfect for sledding because it was a good like 30-second sledding ride, which was really fun and steep. And parts of it were more steep than others. So what we would do is in high school and you know, probably older, we would go out in the middle of the night, cut through the woods real quick. It was like literally over some train tracks through the woods. And we would take this old picnic table they had, this like metal picnic table, flip that fucker over and get like 6 of us on it and go down Suicide Hill. And of course, like the picnic table starts to rotate like halfway
Ooh.
down. Sometimes
that's
it would just wreck.
Those
and
have
you'd
sharp
fall.
edges. Those are really
Yeah.
rough.
And you
I've cut myself on metal picnic tables.
Yeah.
Ooh. You
I
gotta
would
get a shot, you know, it's
forget.
metal. It's
One
not
time
good.
I had a cigarette in my mouth holding on to the thing, like, yeah, and somebody was like, we were laughing, and somebody said, Matt is smoking. It made me laugh so hard that I leaned and the whole table spun and we all just went flying. And I remember laying there on my back, like sliding down the hill, like on my back, just like didn't want to get up, looking up at the stars. It was so fun. Man, I miss
Yeah,
that.
I've never had any experience even close to that. I've never had friends. I never had any childhood
See, we should have
games.
grew up together. It would have been a lot of fun. Why didn't we grow
Yeah,
up together? Come on, that's a missed
no,
opportunity.
that is true. I was my mom wouldn't let me have friends. She would yell at me if I wasn't at home at the right time, and you know, I'm still
Fall back.
traumatized. That is how Vilmar died. That's true. I remember
Yeah.
reading about it in the newspaper.
It was all that cocaine he did first. And then he had that cigarette down to the
Right.
filter.
Oof. Yeah, that's where it gets really nasty tasting.
You never smoked cigarettes?
I've never smoked any cigarette. I've smoked it blunts. That's the closest I've gotten.
The funny thing about having a phone on you all the time is it's a lot like having a pack of cigarettes on you all the time.
I don't carry my phone. If I leave the house, I never carry my phone with me. I don't want to have my phone on me. I don't want to check my phone. I have like really bad, if I carry anything with me leaving anywhere, you know, like I have to check it. I don't know if this is like a mental disorder, but I don't like carrying things. I don't want to be
Oh,
What if I
I hate
lose it?
having shit in my pockets. Yeah,
I hate it. I hate it. So if I ever take a walk, which I do sometimes, I don't bring my phone. I don't want to have my phone on me. I don't want to be tracked by the government. I don't want, I don't want that
I
shit.
have a
I don't
wallet,
want
my
phones.
keys, and a knife.
I don't
usually.
have it. I
That's
don't
what
carry anything. I carry I carry stuff to defend myself if I need to. But I don't care. I don't like electronics. I don't. Sometimes I carry a Game Boy. There's no Wi-Fi card or anything. Sometimes. But
What's his name?
What?
You have a Game Boy?
Yeah.
Does he just like to be carried, or
Yes.
what if there was such a thing like, who's this? This is my Game Boy. Oh,
It's right here. It's on. It's been on screen the whole time.
yeah, I remember those. I had one of those. I just could not figure out the attraction. I just was like, I gave it away. I was like, I don't get it.
The fuck is wrong with you? You're fucking. You can't. The traction. What the fuck? What the hell are you talking
Well,
about?
yeah, the interface sucked. It's all green. It's complicated. I was like, what are we playing here? Just I have Mario on like a Nintendo somewhere. We could play it like better.
One of these days, I'll play Mario on Left Past 10.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah. I played Mario. I played it once or twice.
Everyone's
a
trying to use
gamer.
my dad jokes here. I did not have a dog named 5 Mile. That is a joke. Oh. Yeah.
So this is the Left Past 10 show.
I had a dog named To the Store.
Oh.
I had to walk to the store every day.
Is that the one with 3 legs?
No, that's Coda. Coda Strackmine.
Check this out, by the way. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's like laying there like, when are we going to turn off these fucking lights? That's a good boy. Oh my goodness. What a good boy.
Look at this fucking guy. Just have to deal with this. He's constantly like fucking snoring and farting and sneezing. It's ridiculous, honestly. Max, you're on TV. Max, you're on TV. Everyone's talking about you. He doesn't even know what TV is, let alone that he's on TV.
Yeah. He's like, huh?
It's such a.
What?
Oh, this guy has no idea that Donald Trump is president. You ever think about that? He just doesn't know.
All my dog cares about is like the next meal and who the fuck is at the door. That's it.
Look at
So,
him. Look at him.
oh.
Oh my god.
So there is some threat in their lives. There is some anxiety. I'm like, it's just a mailman, relax. And they're like, are you kidding? They come here every day.
It's fucking. Look at this shit, dude. Holy fuck.
People are now reminding me that I have to do a show in the morning, as if they're like, can we end this, please?
You want to turn this off?
No, but I might. How about a dog named to the top of Mount Everest? I walk to the top of Mount Everest every day. Dogs don't care about parasocial relationships. That's
Look at
true.
this guy. Look at him breathe. His whole body is
That
getting
is true.
oxygen.
Dogs generally need a reciprocal relationship. It was in Annapolis, Maryland, Groove Dragon, because it was by the Naval Academy, Perry's Circle. Actually,
We got Logan Hill just joined, and I'm starting for the beginning. Well, you're fucking 3 hours behind. We might be ending it shortly, but welcome to the show. So there you go. That's how far behind you were, and you missed out on all the fun parts. You could have just started here and then watched back. Probably would have been better.
okay, so wow,
This angle makes him look so fat. This dog is fat as fuck, man. It's look how fucking.
Here we go. Check this out.
Max, they're calling you fat. Max.
Here's Perry's Circle. It's the United States Naval Academy. Now I'll
Are
just
you
show
doxing
everyone.
yourself? What the fuck? You can't show this.
Yeah. Again, this is where I lived as a child.
You can't fucking show this. No. People fucking live here. What are you doing? We're gonna get fucking banned.
So what? Showing Google Maps?
People fucking live here. What are you doing?
You can't show Google Maps?
People live here.
Okay. So here's where I lived.
Am I wrong? Do people not live there?
I lived on Monterey and Tolson right here. See these woods right here? And this is the creek I used to fish in, and it leads out to the Chesapeake Bay and the Severn River. So we used to walk down here, and my grandparents lived right here. So I lived a block away. And then we would go up to Giddings, where my a couple of my buddies lived, and we would cut through these woods right here, come out at Perry Circle, and then here, see how this hill is all fucked up right here? That's Suicide Hill. Now, it doesn't look like a hill at all right here. But just think about how tall these apartment buildings are, right? And those are all kind of new, I think. But anyway, this is where that's Suicide Hill.
You know, people live here. They're really
then
not gonna like that we're showing their backyard.
Here's the
like that.
United States Naval Academy. Right here. Oh, here's the 7-Eleven we
that
used to walk
Where you
to.
did that whole fucking story about stealing the cigarettes, and then you almost got spotted by the fucking ships.
Yes.
I'm building like a map of the letter hacks childhood stories in my mind, you know, like where they all intersect. When are you gonna write the comic about your whole antics? You just gotta write a fucking self story about your antics. With
Yeah.
just a fictionalized version, you know.
Um,
That way you can claim, hey, any resemblance to real events is purely coincidental. None of this thing ever happened.
so what we used to do is, which bridge was it? It was right here. We used to go across. Where the fuck is it? God, it's been too long. Okay. So there's a gate. There was a gate right here on Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard, somewhere around here. There's more housing right here. And there was a gate, and it was a combination lock. This is to get onto the Naval Academy, okay?
Right.
We used to get on. There's a cemetery around here somewhere. Here. See this cemetery?
Yeah.
So we would go through the gate, sneak down here. And
How
now
old
here's-
is that cemetery? What's like the oldest?
It's ancient. That's been there forever.
You got like
So-
17th century or 18th?
I don't know.
Maybe 19th?
Mhm. I don't know. That's a good question. But this is the obstacle course. And what we would do is there was a building over here that had a cigarette machine in the bottom. So we would cut across this obstacle course, and there's MPs and boats out here all night. This is the middle of the night.
Members of
would-
parliament?
And we would do this ops thing where we would go across the obstacle course. And the way we would do it is there was like 6, 7 of us, and we would leave somebody as a lookout in stations. And it would get to the point where it was just my older brother and I would go to this, I think it was the economics building. And we knew there was a cigarette machine in the basement.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
cigarette machine had, this is when cigarettes were like $1.50 a pack, and you could get them for 75 cents. And
Back in my
um,
day, cigarettes used to be
and then-
75 cents for $1.
and we had one of those dollars with a bunch of tape on it, so we could trigger it and pull it back and just empty the fucking cigarette machine, right?
Fucking bunch of gremlins.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So my brother and I, so we would go across the obstacle course,
Did
and
the
we
people
would leave.
emptying this fucking cigarette machine ever realize like what the fuck we sold
did
all our
this
cigarettes but we
very-
got like $10? What?
We would end up with like a few months worth of cigarettes. So we would do this very rarely. We
Why do
didn't
you-
really.
How do you get away with this shit, man?
I know, and like these days, holy
Yeah, back
shit.
then, that's the thing. Like, I'm jealous about, like, no offense but people of your age. It's like you could get away. Like, I've committed
is
plenty
the
of
late
crimes in my
80s.
day, but like, just whenever I've committed
yeah.
a crime, I've always had to think about cameras and all this shit. Like,
So-
you could just fucking go and break inside.
All
of
we
some
had to worry
fucking
about was
goddamn
boats with
military base and
spotlights.
fucking get like a fucking bunch of cigarettes from a vet. What the
So
fuck?
what we would do is we'd go across
Jesus,
this obstacle
it's a
course.
miracle society even existed back then, like
I
with such
know.
little fucking enforcement mechanism. Wow.
So we'd go across the obstacle course and leave people in checkout points so that when you were coming back, if that person wasn't there, you knew something happened. And
yeah,
they
you need to
headed
get
back
the
to the
fuck
gate.
out. You're donezo.
So my older brother and I get up to the building, and there's like a custodial entrance that was always unlocked. And like my buddy's dad was a professor in this building, so we knew about this door. And one of us would go downstairs with the backpack and start loading up while the other one stood watch on the stairs. One time we were leaving, and we did this maybe 5 times, and we were leaving, and the boat went by with the spotlight. Right in that moment, we just went flat because my brother and I knew how to react in these moments. We went flat, waited for him to go by, and then a truck was driving by, or MP car was driving around. We were like, oh shit, like that never happens. Like, did somebody see us or hear us? What the fuck? So we wait till the coast is clear, and then we just book back to the obstacle course. And there's all these different, there's like a wall you can climb, a rope thing you can climb. It's an obstacle course for military.
But like
style.
realistically, what would have happened? Like, oh, we went in there to buy cigarettes from the vending machine. Like, I thought they were gonna send you to fucking jail. Maybe they'll give you a fine or like call your parents. But like, what's gonna fucking happen though?
We got in trouble with the MPs plenty, and they would just call your parents. But in the middle of the night, that they would have called the cops because we knew people who lived on the base, and that was the protocol. But we got in trouble. We built a rope swing off this one fucking bridge one time, and we're just out there in the middle of the fucking day. Look at this. I'll show you right now, man. Show you this shit right now. Look at this. So see this bridge right here?
Oh, King George.
Look at these weird like pipes. See that alongside of it? So those pipes are like a lot taller than the bridge. And this part right in the middle, we tied a fucking rope swing off that and would like swing out here.
What is this like fucking Goonies
And we sat there
bullshit?
in the middle of the fucking day. Oh, this took me back to Perry Circle. Oh, well. We would sit out there in the middle of the day one summer just doing that. And the cops, the MPs pulled up, call our parents. But anyway, so we avoid the spotlight. We wait till the coast is clear. We book it back to the obstacle course. No one's at the first lookout. So we were like, fuck. So then we had to hunker down because here comes the boats. They were just back and forth all night, right? So then we were running back again to the next obstacle, the next point, and the cars are parked at the end, and I was like, somebody saw us, right? Somebody saw us. So we sprinted all the way back to the gate, but we had to cut through the cemetery because it was like a shortcut. We couldn't go all the way to the end of the obstacle course because we were like, we just got to make a break for it, and then cut back across Perry Circle, and then we're in our own neighborhood.
By the way,
but
like, what
there
are you
was
fucking putting your fucking feet in tires in the sand?
But I
and
didn't
stuff?
realize there was like this 5-foot row of hedges, and I basically ran through it. And that I was scratched up for like weeks from that. And it was one of these moments where everyone was waiting for us, and we were really scared, and everyone's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then when they saw that, they all just died laughing. And they were like, that was
You got away with it.
He ran through the hedges. So, wherever you see that Homer Simpson thing where he comes out of the hedges,
Oh yeah,
that was me, but going the other way.
it does sound painful though.
Yeah, cigarettes.
Were you like did you have eye protection or did you injure your eyeballs? Or-
ski mask, all black ski masks.
But
We
was
were
that but
special
that-
ops, night ops?
That's not gonna protect your eyes though.
Oh no, I mean I got lucky on that one, but
Yeah, you could have
the
gone
lesson,
blind.
you know what the lesson is, right?
Don't do that in the future.
Don't smoke. So it's all avoidable. And
You know, kids these days are fucking vaping. You ever hear these fucking morons? Hey guys, I'm vaping. You ever hear these fucking idiot kids? These stupid fucking
see it a lot.
morons?
See it. They do it inside, like it's
Like
okay.
these fucking 12 and 13-year-olds are fucking vaping. What a bunch of fucking idiots, dude. Jesus
All right.
fucking Christ. We've gone backwards as a fucking society.
Last comment.
Last comment. Oh, of course they had ski masks. I mean, otherwise,
was-
what's it's amateur hour?
It was the 80s. I mean, we were.
Yeah, back in the
you know,
80s, everyone had
it was
ski masks.
literally this guy.
Oh my god, I hate that guy.
And no, life is about risk.
I did not consent to the show being over.
Mic drop.
I
It's after 1 a.m.
I did not. Oh shit, is it really? Oh,
Looney Tunes was saying, "Hang it up. This is getting old." So
we're hanging up.
Had to leave. Had to leave.
Wait,
So,
I do not
all good
consent
things
to the
come
show
to an
being
end.
over.
All good. Oh, Pendulous
being
Dragon just
censored.
got here. What's up, Pendulous Dragon?
How's it going, Mr.
All
Dragon?
right. Anyway,
See, you're
Good talk.
censoring the free
Good talk.
speech.
no, this is a good
My
talk.
speech is being suppressed.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here. Daily show.